No one's born a leader. I haven't seen you lead. So me saying you'll be a good leader would be purely based off of speculation and ideas. So I cannot say you'll be a good one, but I cannot say you'll be a bad one. So long as you're capable of putting your voice forward and are capable of being heard and having the ability and the insight to make the right action at an important time, you will be a good leader.
Now we reached the tired portion of our day, Lady Sylvie.
No, they're not tired, they're drunk.
Maybe they had that talk, and therefore they needed the alcohol.
What they did was drink Ivan's vodka.
Are they wanting to stay drunk?
Yes.
Alright. That's what matters, I guess. They need it.
I am keeping them company.
Alright.
So you needn't worry.
Alright. If we're coherent enough, take care, Sai. Please.
He is funny. Sometimes. At other times, he is simply awkward.
Damn, is that right?
Something tiny bubble or
Probably gets really hard when it's excited.
Ivan, give me a drink.
and then when you push it too much, it accelerates.
I was gonna say that, huh?
Give me a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
The weapons themselves were fine, but because of the weird blessings they had, caused some weird shit. To put it bluntly, to your mind and body. Very severe side effects in some cases, depending on your mental stability, no less.
Ah, I understand. Is that Nox? Stab me up him.
Nothing's changed.
That's my boy right there.
My eggs are
Doing some water magic?
angular fishes. Senses are tingling. Someone mess with fish. Who messed with fish?
I'm here, so.
What about like Glass City fish? I felt it in my soul. What's left of it.
Oh, we fed fish earlier.
Damn, they're dead.
If you do choose to do this.
I fed one a pickled carrot.
Now it's probably okay.
Never got getting to know.
Someone's picking off fish somewhere.
Not for the person.
Bottom feeder.
Oh dear.
Feeder stingray something. Another.
I know Ivan fought a big ass fish earlier. I'm pretty sure.
Don't you dare come at me like that, boy.
Like,
Leads with company.
Hold up, let me check.
Dummy.
Ivan, what did you fight in the water?
I thought tentacle manta ray whale thing naked.
You just had to confess your love. You just had to confess your love. How rude.
Sure.
Huh?
That was the most convincing thing
We
I've
shot
heard.
at it a couple times and stabbed it and everything, so
Am I missing context, Eileen? Clue me in. I've just gotten back. Understood. It'll remain forgotten forever.
Oh.
And Nox context is just, I'm still mulling over the same thing, you know I'm mulling over.
it was one of their appendages, you know?
Conferring with allies, I kind of think.
Damn.
Also, nice clown makeup.
Right.
They wanted to give you a handshake, I guess.
You wanna know what I really want to do?
Uh-huh.
Nice clown makeup.
Oh.
I have forgotten.
This is probably pointless to you, but also, guess what?
What?
That's how you're introducing yourself to me?
I'm mostly just doing these to help alleviate the mood slightly, and also, I don't want your thoughts to always be clouded in some level of darkness. So in that case, pea shooter. 3 P's just.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason.
So you've downgraded from corn to peach.
Are you trying
I remember when
to
you could swim
the
corn.
best my kiwi magic?
Oh no.
I'm sorry if I'm acting
What do you think happened with the corn? I told you. I've been studying some of what Seamus has been doing.
Wait,
Are they
what are you doing?
Are you trying to the best my kiwi magic remix?
I just took.
You will see the corn just conjure forth
I'm trying to
and
test my
begin to
kiwi magic.
spin
Can't believe it.
rapidly, and you notice a bit of heat coming off of it before just shoots off, and there's an audible cracking sound into the side of the mountain and hits.
Fine.
Corn cannon.
I see.
Corn cannon.
Help Mancy. Help Mancy.
I apologize for my rudeness. Oh my god, you're fine.
I originally wanted to call it railgun, but I figured
Right, the bouncing into a
this
conversation.
seemed too apt and would be confused for
That's
something
something
akin to
else.
like an upgrade form of catapult. So, corn cannon.
Some of you
Corn
would
only launches
feel
corn.
or hear splashing sounds at the edge.
I got.
Uh-oh. Did I hit something?
You'll see what appears to be a cross between a whale shark, like miniature, and a stingray. About 3 of them just looking upwards and having their mouths agape.
My ex-Arcmonger senses are never wrong. Someone fucked with these fish. Now they're angry. A sacrifice must
Rem,
be.
I think.
Well,
Come on, Rem.
You can definitely see one of them has a gunshot on it.
Who fucking shot the fish?
Some stab wounds
Oh,
as well.
someone did. Oh,
I must
someone
heal
shot a
these
fish.
fish. I am your
Who's
ally.
accurate enough to...
No, bye knock.
I'm healing fish.
You'll heal the fish. A couple of them start just suckling on your shoes, getting rid of the grime and dirt. These are like bottom feeders.
Balance is restored.
They seem very happy, and they just kind of swim around you now, after they have done what they need to do. The one of them, you can feel some sort of pain and hurt, as well as anger.
They do not know what they do. They're idiots. I'm sorry.
Gotta have some belief in you after all.
Blah, 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 blah.
I would argue you're one of the luckiest people here.
Just clown alcohol, I assume.
Another funny idea, right? Activating the tablet just as we jump into the water one more time. Oh, you cool item 3, let's go. Alright, so. Ready? Yeah? Okay, so.
You'll see more of those in the water.
So whenever you're ready, we're gonna, use the tablet, alright?
Alright.
Go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, he went off in that direction. Hindsight definitely has some uses at times, though.
Well, guys, I guess
All it really helps at this point is just making sure I know where invisible people are.
I mean, considering how many people can turn invisible in Aether, it's probably a good thing.
All fun and games until someone knows your nose and they play your mind for a fool. Make a signal for you to follow.
To that same extent, it's very easy to tell the difference between between a body and a magic construct.
You'd think. As you're
No.
not really knowing who you're dealing with. That's just personal paranoia.
I'll definitely have a meeting when all the members.
Confidence is a very slow and insidious killer.
But that'll probably be Monday.
Confidence is not. Pride is, though.
Oh, yeah.
Agree to disagree.
Tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah, next week, I guess, right?
In any case, knowing the fact that you're paranoid makes sense,
Because summertime is a
given the fact you are, well, you're more the line of an inquisitor. Well, it makes sense that paranoia is rife in such a position.
I've been poisoned once, shot twice, run down with a cart in a noble district 3 times.
I'd categorize them as a resource and less than a...
Again, makes sense why you're paranoid.
Yes.
Well,
And it also doesn't help I'm hearing 3 versions of this
I play
conversation at once.
busy, right? They could have
That's
put
besides
everything
the
in
point.
vehicles without people noticing somehow.
Oh dear.
But then, Dark Scorpion told me more about it, and then it said they're safe, so it looks like they're safe for now. I don't know.
That's worse.
My food's ready
Something
now,
more lighthearted
so
again.
I'm actually gonna go eat now.
Pea shooter?
I was waiting for that.
Oh, yeah. Have a good food.
But that is the update for today. That is somewhat.
You should not best my Kiwi Magic remix. Kiwi Magic is supreme to Pea Magic.
I mean, pea is... I'm simply an understudy of the pea. Corn is my truest form of magi.
Kiwi Blasto will always be the most nutritious.
But have you considered
Oh, hey.
corn explosion?
A wonderful idea.
Ivan...
Is this the part where you shoot an explosive
Ivan
corn
walked
cob at
away.
me?
The soldiers
Popcorn
went back to their
cannon.
barracks.
Actually, no, I can just conjure that within 40 feet, but... I could just shoot it at someone, that is true.
Oh, so you can just place a ready-to-explode corn cob anywhere 40 feet from you.
That or I can just conjure corn, like there. And at your feet you see a piece of corn.
This is an explosive, right?
No, I just conjured corn.
Okay.
I can make it explosive if you want.
Corn?
Corn. Corn.
You learn one thing from Califax, next thing you know you become heavily attached to the idea. And then you learn from Seamus, and realize how much more horrible you can make it.
Summon corn.
Corn cannon, corn bomb, corn explosives, and next thing you know, just infinite corn. Well, it's not actually infinite.
I should
Corn
probably
polio.
get more rest and sleep.
That's
Yeah,
just-
get some rest.
you just,
I
like-
haven't been making a comment
you
on
just, like,
purpose, but you
tap
should
your
rest
hands
off
and
those
just-
bruises.
Corn in the shape of an infinity symbol.
I know.
That.
Infinite corn.
I'm going
Yep.
to take it easy, don't worry.
I mean, final send-off for a little bit, you defeated the giant snake.
I don't know why I become so attached to corn. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I just said it.
Child.
My first
Yeah.
immediate thought was to make some sort of comment of
Nah,
when it mixes
well,
with your
I learned how to do it once
marks,
from Califax,
it looks
and
more
I've since
like
become attached to the idea.
spacey drawing.
Corn magic.
A subset of my studies have now just been directed towards corn.
Some attempt at a
It
compliment,
doesn't
I
help
guess.
I figured out most
Looks
of
nice.
Seamus's magics include...
And specifically in that fashion.
Thank you.
Of course, Ray.
I will be going and getting some rest. Y'all have a good night.
Rest well.
Have a good night.
Take care, Ari.
I will try. What is it?
Sorry. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna. You gotta hesitate over the last thing, man. Just
that you just leave it on your head.
Oh. I guess there is one. I guess there is one minor thing that might actually somewhat benefit you, Nox.
Eventually. Glad
I'll let your hand.
anyways. He just sticks it on her head and immediately runs.
You just subtly cast something, and in your hand is a P. P of luring.
A P of learning.
No, P of luring.
Luring. Oh, fish bait.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's more effective against more saber creatures.
Noted.
Of all the things that actually make use of, I never expected to make use of the luring enchantment, but...
I would have expected you to make something akin to a good berry first.
Oh no, I picked that up. Didn't taste very good though. So,
well, that's
still working on
point
it.
is they keep you satiated for one day, besides just being a singular P. This comes second to the original cost.
Well, ever since some of my studies with Califax, I've realized that sometimes it's okay to focus on even the most minute details at times.
At times, yes.
A thought just occurred in my head. I now question if I should proceed with it.
Yes.
Is it an intrusive thought?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Then you should weigh it on your conscience fully first.
Just put hand on your head before just corn of luring.
Or
I'm starting to question if maybe some of what I've gathered from Master Seamus, I say despite the fact they're not technically my master, might have had alternative influences.
Hi.
Might have what influences?
Alternative influences.
That wants to see if he's not in good spirits.
Just be careful. Just because you're learning from the steps of an archmage doesn't mean you can really go one
Sorry,
for one.
had to steal my sister.
Just gotta be careful, is all I usually say.
Take care, Yami.
Can't stop you, just be careful. He is the archmage of what he is for a reason.
Precisely.
Just be careful.
Should probably step back from learning from what I have gathered from him then.
Strength within, strength without.
A big block of cheese.
Indeed.
Gotta work on yourself first before you can take in the outward ideas and influences.
It is very difficult to do. If you know my particular species of slime.
You are a natural slime, I believe.
Natural born, yes, but in regards to precisely masquerade slime. So, in essence, copying people and taking from them is technically core to my being.
I guess your strife is finding a good balance. And understanding what is and isn't healthy for you.
Precisely. I believe the term would you, I guess, where in case those more subtle influences can be more prominent influences for myself.
That's up for you to figure out.
It's been a It's arguably more beneficial if I try to become the person. Though, in my case, I never tried such a thing.
No.
Biggest thing is remembering how much your body can handle. While your mind might in the back of your head say, I can be this person. Your body doesn't have as much power as an Archmage, obviously. And be careful not to literally
most
burn
definitely.
yourself out.
Oh, definitely. That would be nigh recoverable from at that point.
Mm.
Yes. Right. As I was.
I can find radical leader databases. Go check on Hollow.
Understood.
Be safe.
Do you take care, Nox?
Should be in here. Last ping. Last ping that went off should be in here. Ah, there we are.
Actually, I took like 1,000 of that, and I invested in some local businesses. So I've kind of just gotten myself into a position where I'm generating passive income.
Good on you.
Yeah, I mean.
Hello, Father.
Hello, my son.
Realistically speaking,
Learning to
the money
lounge, I
is
see.
noble. I just don't have the attitude or brain set of a noble.
Wait,
I
remember
definitely
you
have
said
the money to
remember
buy
you
my
said
way
earlier,
into
oh,
a
I don't
noble
want to sit
set,
on the
but
wooden
I'm just,
tables.
you
Just
know.
here, I'll scratch him. But then my seat got taken, and then I wanted to get comfy.
I just want to point out that when you said hello, what did you say? Hello, my son. It sounded really like monotone and sad. I was just like,
Not intended for that way.
you did. Hello.
Hello, Eva. Nox is dripping wet, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not
Why
realizing
are
there's probably
you
gonna be a
wet?
whole section in
Someone
the fucking
upset the ecosystem. My senses as an ex-arc manga
I'm
kicked
writing,
in.
'cause-
Someone shot a fish.
Oh god.
Oh.
I healed the
Okay.
fish.
Cool. Good job, Nox.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Thank you.
I feel like there's probably gonna end up being a section in the autobiography that you have asked me to write that's gonna just be dedicated to just this ramble we just had. Essentially, just my raging anti-authority, mindset, I guess.
Oh, did I miss a good ranting ramble?
Biography written about you?
Well, I'm okay. She asked me to write my story, so I am writing a autobiography in the 3 days I have before I croak.
Okay. I
Oh.
was about to say, why would you rate hers? It's not that interesting.
That's
Actually,
something to hear.
Fuck, I guess when I get that done, you can read it and then be like, oh, I get why they're like this.
I've had the most interesting damn life that you would ever know, actually.
My condolences to you, Veril.
Oh my god, you remember
Didn't
me.
know that was happening.
That's actually impressive. Good job, Darla.
I'm not even gonna say anything.
I'm proud of you.
It is what it is.
Good
I
job.
took a gamble on something and I won and lost. So
I start to remember things.
The potato batteries kick in.
But yeah,
I'm sorry?
When I
what?
The what battery?
Throw a rock at you.
Yeah.
Do you have a rock?
I mean,
What?
Do I have a rock? No, but I probably have.
I got this.
No.
Here you go. I got a rock.
I have an apple pie.
I don't think you saw.
Why did it blow up?
Hold on.
Snowball.
Hold on. Hold on.
Taz,
Hold on.
hey,
I
Taz.
got this.
What do you want?
And that doesn't really count, but I'll take it.
Pizza blast? That's gastronomy.
I think he's got an apple pie thrown at you.
Yeah, that was an
Oh,
apple pie, but
I
it
see.
doesn't, yeah. But that doesn't exist.
Hold up, I got this gang. Ava, here, a rock.
Oh, you're throwing that. You just threw that at
That
Val's
is
foot.
such a limp arm.
Which is funny because that hoof isn't even real. That's not a real hoof.
Oh.
You threw it at my fake hoof.
Yes, gang?
I was about to do something foul. Never mind.
What were you about to do? No, do it now. Go ahead, do it. Do
I
it.
was about- Hot breath.
That's fucking nasty. Oh,
jeez.
Do you fucking wash your mouth? Oh my god. Bitch, you smell like the fucking Mummy movie. Ugh. Oh, it's fucking disgusting.
What the fuck's a movie?
I don't know what a movie is, but you smell like a mummy.
Play?
You mean the theater?
Theater, yes.
Oh.
The theater.
Oh my god.
So do I have apple pie on me now? Is that what I just heard?
Yes. Yes, you have apple pie on you.
But yeah, anyway, when I
You're disgusting.
It's not on the floor.
That was disgusting. You're a waste of food.
No.
Come here.
Apple pie, Taz. Apple pie.
Come here.
Why is he saying it like that? I don't like that.
Taz, you know what to do. You need to apple pie her now.
Don't you dare. Stop.
there's some
Taz, why did you say it
some
like
kind
that?
of
Don't
bullshit happening back there.
Don't get near me. I am not
You need a cleaning lady, Ava.
I'm so sorry.
What?
You need
Yeah, if you can get my face. Get my face.
prestidigitation.
Here again, we're winning.
Thank you, dear.
Of course.
Like last night.
Yeah, now I don't have apple pie. If you could just could you spray him down with water? Oh. Lux, don't let him. Lux, don't let him.
Now, Taz, I must just this once intercede here, buddy.
Oh yeah.
This is once.
Heck are you?
Hold on.
I can't see you, so I can't go around you right now. What's going on here?
My deepest condolences for your clothing.
Alright, if you're about to get me wet, now hold on.
Oh,
Am I dying? Am I dead? Is that water?
Water jet.
That was in fact water.
That was water. Oh no.
It's all fun and games till I deliver a request.
Yep, just give him a second.
Behind me,
Give him a
too. You're
second.
getting splashed with this too.
I am. I'm cooked, gang.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. So I'm going.
Oh.
How? Where am I going? How hard is this?
You go back.
Probably back.
Jeez. Okay.
It is a water
You're
jet.
going into me.
Probably bounce something.
And then we're gonna be in a puddle, electrocuting on the ground because there's in the puddle.
Alright, I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god. Can you get them out of the water? Can somebody answer?
And prestidigitation. Water away. Water away.
I'm on his arm. I'm fucked. I'm just shocked. I'm stuck here.
Grab her. Lift her off her. Okay. Okay. Vero, can you check on Steph?
Maybe not the best idea in hindsight.
Yeah, no, not realized.
Kiwi Blast would have been better.
Okay.
Check his pulse.
A little bit of electrocution, but this should be fine.
I really wish my leg was working, but it's not. That's a 17. There is a pulse. Congratulations.
This was the end of Taz.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
Okay. A second.
If I can find the dice, that would be amazing. A 6. Shit.
Okay.
Alright.
Can
just
you
face
get
down
me?
right
Can you
now.
get me some water?
You won't
Yes.
notice unless you look at her face. So until then, you don't know.
Some fresh water.
On her back, going down her neck, down her eyes, are basically purple crack marks as her
Fresh
skin
water.
seems to be cracking.
You're good. Thank you.
Is whatever
Sorry
illusion she
again.
had there is gone at the moment.
Oh, it's fine. It was my fault.
Okay.
Ow.
Kind of lift his head up a little bit.
Okay.
Put some water in his mouth. Kind of rub his neck down.
Why did
Hey.
we shoot water? Why was this an idea we had?
Because he had apple pie on him.
Oh my god. How you doing, buddy? You okay?
Oh.
Well, I just got a nat 20 on healing you, so I'm doing excellent out of character.
You're healing the shock fine.
The damaged nerve endings and like jolting feeling fades almost immediately as like it just flows through you so smoothly.
You're good at your job, man. You know that?
Bad.
You're good at your job.
As an out of character note, looking at the, if one looks at the circle that Beryl has for magic, it is like, it is sort of like sputtering. There's points of it that are broken, and it seems to be dripping what looks to be either mana or blood.
Okay, gotcha. Well, shit. Okay.
Are you good?
Right now.
She's like trying to look in his eyes to see if he's good.
He's conscious.
Oh.
She's gonna grab his arm. Is his muscles tensing at all? With that one time.
I hated that.
That's a great question.
Oh, why did I bring that shit up?
If anyone were to look at Stephanie right now, by the way, you would see basically like purple cracks, like her skin is like actually cracking down her eyes in multiple places, down her neck, and like it seems to be going down
you're
into
gonna
her
piss
body
me off.
parts that probably are
Lore,
covered.
baby!
Lore!
Good job, we're getting lore on this hard.
As anyone who's magically inclined at all, the illusion she had on her is just gone now.
You rat lying bastard. Okay.
Oh, I hated that. We're
Yeah,
winning
I
now.
can tell.
Are you good? Okay.
Taz, you okay, buddy?
I'm taking inventory, hold on.
Fair enough.
My apologies, Stephanie. Deepest apologies.
What's up?
I'm sorry for, electrocuting you via Taz.
Oh.
And you know,
It wasn't-
electrocuting Taz through your
And
water.
electrocuting Taz.
It's
Using
fine.
Taz.
I'm alright.
You do got a little something on your face, but I'm not one to judge as someone who looks like they kissed an affinity explosion once upon a time.
As you mention it, she puts her hands to her face as instantly it's back to how you see it now in the model. Right. Sorry about that.
Right.
How are you? I'm fine. He healed me very well. I have no physical injuries.
She
healed me very well. I have no physical injuries.
If you glance over at Beryl, they do appear to be slightly paler and look to be a little out of breath after that.
You help Beryl sit down.
Sure. Come here.
Oh,
We're just gonna
okay,
guide you right over there. Just the chair. The chair.
Let me sit down on my actual bed, wherever the fuck that thing is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Let me pull out the chair for a fine lady.
I'm fine. I just because the mana I have is all the mana I have to work with. Magic is a little more taxing than it used to be.
That's fair. You okay, Ava? None of it hit you or shocked you? Ava?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? I don't like that tone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should leave. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
dare you to
should I
leave.
leave?
I dare you. I dare you to leave. I dare you.
What's the matter? What's wrong, buddy? Friend of mine.
I'm gonna check on him. I'm gonna stay with him for a little bit. After that, we're gonna talk, okay? How's that sound? You're staring at your arm. You okay?
You're a grown adult. You can do what you want. I can't tell you what to do or not do.
Sorry, do you want a mana potion, by the way? I have 2.
I would just puke it up if you gave it to me.
Did I hear that?
Oh, fair enough. Do you want me to mana transfer it into you?
My body can very slowly
No
regenerate
weird,
mana.
like,
Look,
Minecraft
I think
cave
killing me
noise.
is a soul injury. I can't absorb external mana.
Oh,
Is that from you?
Okay.
No.
So what I hear is you'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be okay.
Anyways,
are
you
Yeah,
okay?
I just can't be casted too much magic consecutively, or things are gonna get bad for me. Well,
I think I get a
I'm
few more
already dying,
burns
but
on me,
I guess
but
I
I'm
will
alright.
be speeding the
Let
clock
me
up
fix
if I
those
go
real
too
quick,
hard.
okay?
They don't feel too bad.
You're not
good.
casting more magic than them.
Are you sure? You want to sit down at least?
That's where they're at.
On your ass? What?
That's where my arm is.
On your arm is on your ass? What?
My arm was down on floor in puddle where my tuchus was.
Right. Oh, I couldn't help anyways, even if I wanted to. Got it.
Yep.
You're okay. Fine. You're fine.
I feel like I ruined any remnants of a good mood. I'm sorry.
We had it. No, we had a. We can still have a good time. Besides Stephanie, but we can still have a good time. And we can have it. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll be good.
Why besides me?
You'll see.
Is this a private talk thing?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys discuss. Have fun. Talk. I'm gonna take Stephanie. Grab her by the back of the belt.
Bye, Stephanie. You'll be missed.
Okay, bye. Hey, I'm still. I just got hurt. Come on. You can be a little bit.
Sorry
Well,
for
I'm glad
almost
everyone's still doing
killing you,
okay.
Taz.
It's
Are you
fine.
mad at me?
No.
Alright.
Just mad at the issue at hand.
Was that a pun or
It
accidental?
wasn't meant to be, but it turned into one.
Here, let me stand up so I'm at least facing people.
know what to do about this.
I'm trying to remember what we did the last time that arm was acting up.
I can do the original fix until you can figure something out. Like old times.
Well, it doesn't matter right now because I don't need it, but thank you. Like the fix that we had with Stephanie, where she enchanted an object that I made and put it on there, that worked for a while, but then lost it, tried it again, worked for a little bit again, but then it started to not work, and it started to rip open that. I have no idea why.
Almost like a tolerance or a building up charge.
I don't know.
Have you tried Mana Steel yet? A bit more expensive, but it'll help discharge better.
I don't know. It's annoying because I feel like I should be able to fix this. I feel like I have the right ideas and right knowledge to do so, but I'm so emotionally driven at this current moment and every other current moment I think about it that I can't think straight.
Then perhaps it's worth looking into someone who can help the situation that's, I guess, emotionally detached from it.
I have been for the past 6 months. 7 now. That's why I came here. Granted, I got a lot more information than I had before here, but...
Well, glass half full. You're still making progress.
I guess, yeah. It's also farther along than before, but...
I'm sure you'll figure something out. I've seen people here do fucking wild shit.
My confidence isn't all that there, Meryl, because the, oh, what's her face? What's that shroom lady that's like, really powerful witch or...
Sulfur?
Wizard?
Sulfur, I think you're
Sulfur,
the
yeah.
tall one.
Apparently, Evelyn, like, said, hey, this is the thing that you should look into. And she looked at it and said, wow, that'd be really good for, like, a paper to be written on, because that's something I haven't really seen before. So that doesn't really inspire the most confidence in a solution to this.
To be devil's advocate, Sulfur has only really been out of the Fade Arc for estimate of a year or two when she first came to Aether. She's not infallible. You mean, don't take that too heavily on your conscience.
You could shop around archmages. I really, though, be very selective about which archmages you ask for help, because some of them are fucking insane and awful.
I'm well aware.
Califax is like your baseline starter.
Trying with Tempest first.
Tempest, yeah, I recommend Tempest.
Because
if he can't fix it, he
damn
can point you in
well
the direction of someone who can.
And still, like, he's high up there in level, well, prowess, but hasn't had to have been forced to sign the neutral agreement. He's his own person still. He's not on any council, but he's damn well close to having potential to be.
Yeah, I mean, Tempest was able to figure out what was going on in my head, so I recommend him.
Well, it ain't just a magic issue, though, apparently. Because the thing that I did get out of talking to Sulfur is that we also need an alchemist.
Doctor.
Is this another
trust Doctor at all.
magical
I
and
don't know him.
alchemical disease? If so, this would be the second one I've been dealing with, or have to have dealt with.
They said it had magic and it had some alchemical stuff in it. I don't know if it's a disease. No one else has gotten it as far as I'm aware.
So, not trusting Doctor, that's fine. If it helps, I vouch for him, and I'm sure Ava will as well if you ask.
I just don't know the man's.
I have a question for you, Taz. 'Cause I don't think we ever passed this. Have you ever checked if that arm still has biology to it, or if it's pure electricity?
I wouldn't know how to do that.
I can probably try.
The best
Blood mage.
solution
I can see
is
if there's-
pain, or trying to poke it. Saying that
no, I
won't
can
electrocute.
just see if I can see if there's blood running through the arm. I'm a blood mage. I can detect blood flow.
Certainly try. Just don't kill yourself.
This isn't that. It's not like healing, electric wounds. This is just puking. It shouldn't strain me that badly.
If there is still a limb under there, then maybe we can look at more at the disease angle. Because you told me you got that from touching something. What did you touch again?
It was just some random knick-knack that I found. It could fit in your hand.
Do you know where that is still?
It vanished as I touched it.
Well, if out of character you consent, I made a roll to see if Earl can detect your blood flow through that arm. I got an 11. So I'm treating it as a medicine roll.
Yep. There is no blood flow. No. There's flow, but there's no blood flow.
Okay, well, there's something flowing through that arm, but it's not blood.
Oh. Now I could, in theory, repeat the same process I did on the other person to you in an attempt to understand this. Which is, I need a sample. I don't know how that would work with the arm.
I don't either. I don't know what he'd be doing to it.
To explain without the arm, normally I would try and take either a blood sample or a skin sample to understand what it is and compare it to something normal. Seeing how that arm isn't just sparking but still holds a shape, I don't know. Can you feel through that arm still?
A tiny bit, yeah.
Then there must be nerves still, if not shot.
Or phantom limb syndrome.
It's up to you, Taz.
I'm getting desperate enough that I'm starting to go down the route of just cutting it off, and I'd really rather just have my arm back.
Do not cut it off. As much as that might be easy for now.
I'd say ask Ava about Doctor next you have a moment, and she can help you decide a course of action from there.
We've been talking about it.
Well, yeah,
Since I've probably known her. But if you think you're able to help with a sample of some kind, by all means.
Alright, take a seat.
Alrighty.
I'll try to make this as quick and easy as I can. Okay.
I hate not having my legs.
Yeah, you can't live without them once you get them.
I know.
Alright. First off, time for the protective countermeasure against you. try forearm. Also, lets me know if you do feel something from the arm, so... well, best of luck, Taz. Try to make it light as possible.
And you are cutting how much off?
A dermal layer. There will be a little bleeding. I'm not seeing what happens if it even cuts into it.
When you cut into it, it's like cutting into a... How would best to describe that? It is like an outer layer. It's similar to a film, but it's made out of something similar to a permeable... Not permeable, but like...
A membrane.
What is the
like
word?
A slime.
Yeah, like a membrane, but a brain. Come on, work with me here. I know what I'm trying to say, but words. What is the armor? Mage armor. That's the word.
Mage armor.
It's like a fluid mage armor.
If Nox cuts long enough, does he see into the arm? It gets past the membrane?
Yeah. It'll start to actually spark and jump out.
Well, your arm's still there.
As it continues to spark.
Seems, in actuality, that is a coating. I think. So I got him for a second. Put the sample on my
You do not see any flesh, though. That is not there.
Best describe is like a moving liquid mage armor. It's like a semi-solid almost. I'll have a look at this in my free time. No flesh under it at the moment, but it's interesting. It's almost like it's holding a shape there with nothing there.
Well, if it helps any, I had my fingers blown off in an affinity clash and there wasn't nothing there either.
I would equate this to Veryl's prosthetic, if anything. Solidified magic that's taking the shape of a limb lost. Just, it's the difference is that one's solid and this one has viscosity to it.
Eventually, the flickering will stop, similar to how a wound would close and scab over.
And regeneration factor, too.
The wound is not gone, but the bleeding has stopped.
It's almost like this is an entirely new biology to it. It has its own sense of factors similar to us. Sparks instead of blood. It's almost like this is missing its skin. If that makes sense. Because naturally it would spark out whenever you try touching things at first. And when I cut deeper into it, it sparked more. You know what the term deglove means?
Whenever you rip off all the skin on your hand.
Yes. For lack of a better term, it's like your entire arm is degloved. It's missing its skin. Whatever that might be to it. If we're
I've been injured before.
Damage makes it spark. Initial observation.
I'm pretty sure that's not under that.
Well, obviously you stopped it when it got here.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this is isolated. It's isolated biology. Dealing with it from an artifact standpoint and the artifact disappearing. And that can mean a few things. Could have binded to you in some way. Attuned itself to you forcefully. It could be cursed object, obviously.
They were talking about how there was something else other than just magic in there, so.
Still, from the alchemic standpoint, I'm having to think. Spreads, which means there's a stage of. I'm going down the same logic I went down last time I was dealing with a sickness, like a similar at least.
I'm back. What's up, guys?
Welcome back. They're doing tests.
I see.
There is a process in which it spreads. Therefore, there is a stage that is within its being
Did Ava not
that tells it when to spread.
Oh, they're gone. Done. I killed them.
If that makes any sense. There is a stage where an action takes place that causes it to spread, to use something to take. Meaning if I can understand what that process is, and a technicality, I could make a suppressant or figure out a way to stop it and maybe reverse it. But I've only ever made a suppressant for something else, not a cure.
Alright. What was the other thing, if I'm so inclined to know?
I have a friend who has a alchemic and magical disease that eats the holy affinity and changes it to blight. It affects the soul, the blood, and the bones. I can only make a vaccine for the blood at the moment. It was really bad. If it got to one, it was left long enough, it would jump to the others. It was a symbiosis. If it was on one and you cured the other, it would reinfect the other. I managed to make something that stops the middle road. Yes. Limited amounts of doses for that. Now, if the sample I have lasts without being on you, and by the looks of it, it seems maybe alright if it's separate.
What do you have it contained in?
Glass. Something without conductivity to it. Like lightning in a bottle.
Is it actually able to contain lightning in the bottle?
Nox may or may not have been thinking at the moment.
Amazing. So after some time, it seems to be losing its form and shape and kind of reverting to just a base mana state, which would be life and lightning.
Alright. Well, that is another thing to note. It is falling apart, so it does need to stay with the host or the nest. Maybe we can call it. I don't know.
I hope it's not a nest. That sounds terrifying. Howdy, Ash.
Lightning bugs, blah 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 blah.
There's bugs on my skin. Amazing.
Test that could be done is, well, you said it hasn't spread. Introducing it to maybe separated a separate sample, separate sample of that to a
Long
separate sample
story,
of
but,
organic material. See if it
high on him.
spreads.
Ava asked Nox to splash him with water,
Now,
and then
the question is, you've touched yourself with it a few
the
times.
obvious happened.
It doesn't spread that way.
Just burns.
But it spreads up your arm.
And now Nox has been doing his research on the limb.
Which means there has to be some sort of biological element to it. In some sort of manner. If it'll only spread with what's connected to it and not the arm.
There.
Could be the blood, could be the bone marrow. But I can literally look through your hand and see you. It is opacity. You can see through it if you look hard enough. So there is no biology left to spread to, or use to spread. That is the jarring part of it. Your arm is both there and not there. It's taken the shape of your arm for whatever reason.
It's a bunch of mage talk.
Yeah, something I can't really understand.
Yeah.
I'm barely understanding myself. Don't you worry over there.
Many ideas that are sprouting now is to see the capabilities of its regeneration, how much can be removed before it stops, what it takes to regrow.
Well, if it helps any, whenever the fingers were blown off,
Ava's returning.
an idea, I guess at the time, this wasn't there, but they had me go in a circle and had a, what was it, a mana circlet, I think they called it, and like
they
put some
mana into
lightning, yeah, something like that,
And
and it grew quicker,
They had to feed it.
but that came back.
Feed it alongside its own.
Samples and things happening.
Okay.
Doing some
Wonderful.
information gathering.
Great. Perfect.
It's a stupid question. Have you tried
Stephanie,
sliding this further down
They
your
went
arm?
to go see what other people were around.
I can't.
I believe I scared the dickens out of her, so
Elaborate.
she'll be back in a bit.
There are spikes going into my arm that are about 3 to 4 inches in length.
I see.
Some would say I'm like my mother. Not you, but Ginger Mom.
If you look hard enough, you'll probably be able to see them.
That's incredible. You have two moms. That's good
There
for
it
you.
is. Yeah.
Well, she's my stepmom,
Looks
and
painful.
then my mom is Katrina.
Next idea is,
Catherine.
well, as
I
you've
called her
seen,
Katrina. Catherine.
samples can't last without being attached to the main part of it.
I mean, shit, I don't even have the
What
one,
stops
so
you from
you're ahead of
segmenting
me
your
on
arm
that
further?
on that front.
Putting another band past the elbow,
Dad.
seeing what happens, what falls off, if it falls
I
off,
didn't have either for a while.
if this
so.
part weakens, something happens interesting.
Technically, you still had me, but
Quarantine.
me as such.
Well, I didn't consider you mom until like we came to Aether.
New thought.
Yeah, that would require
Took me a little while.
to figure out on something else that disrupts its progress, because I don't have the exact material that I scatterbrained in a panic threw together.
Ash is technically my cousin.
That material is a bunch of other
We're related somehow.
artifacts that I found laying on the ground that I melted into a pot and forged into something real quick.
2 days.
And it should not have worked at all.
2 days ago. I'd be like your nephew.
An idea could be subjecting you to perhaps some sort of null zone.
No,
See if
because
that
so
affects
you're
your
like my
arm.
stepmom. And then
The heck does that mean?
So if I'm
Magic null zones are
So if I'm your
anti-magic.
daughter-
It's very
You have a. So that makes me your uncle. Are you my uncle?
interesting and terrifying.
Your uncle.
Everything has magic, but there are areas that can be
also-
produced by very strong people that make no magic. Nothing. Or anti-magic. Usually known for by the tower purgation in prismatic glass.
Yeah, it's funky. Despite being one of Nox's constructs, I was partially constructed with
I've touched prismatic glass.
Does that mean that Nox is like my?
Are we making weird
I've worked
family
with it.
tree comments again?
No, that's like.
Not making weird family tree comments, they're just discussing how
I've worked with prismatic glass before. I have the ability to do that.
everybody else is taking it.
Well, usually there is a activation once it's clamped on you.
So if you're my uncle, then Nox.
I don't remember if
I mean-
it suppresses it or collapses it.
Well, I haven't made bindings like you're talking about, but I've worked with the material. I know how to.
But I see you more like a
Prismatic
brother, so I don't
clasps.
really.
Or cons.
Family trees are kind of confusing. Being honest.
Your arm being a semi-solid is making me think of interesting things I could try to do with force.
Don't worry, it won't be. Oh my God, what happened?
Like spinning a sponge on itself.
We don't talk about our grandfathers.
What?
Hold on. I have to.
You know a sponge, right?
Wait, I have something that's
Yeah.
gonna happen
And
to
you can
me
twist the
that's gonna make
sponge
me
around itself
happy.
and it gets a little spiral.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck
There's
out
no
of here.
bones in your arm.
Fuck out of the way.
Hold on, I have to take a closer picture of this one.
So I'm wondering if I can pull your arm like
Oh hell,
clay.
how am I gonna do this?
They always say that
That sounds very unpleasant.
back of your hand, but then you have to take a photo reference of your back
That's
of your
why I'm
hand.
telling
just
you
to
the
remember
ideas that
what
come
it
to my mind instead of doing them.
Appreciate it.
Okay, then I just have to. Shit.
I've given ideas. It's up to you to decide which one you want to follow and if you want my help with them.
Amazing.
I have no idea what most of those would tell me. That most of those made sense to you,
If it wasn't just
but I have no idea what I'd get from them. So if you think they'd be worth it,
People
I guess find someone and follow up on the potential alchemical
Oh
angle.
no. It's begun.
that seems to be the roadblock, right?
Bad
Right.
bitch.
So what am I hearing about familial trees?
I wouldn't. It would make me because they're cousins. You would be like my grandfather.
And the
Like
better
a
one.
like a
I'll be right back.
Did you just say find a better one?
No, I'm the better one.
Oh, you're
The other
I
one's
thought you
shit.
said find a better one. Oh,
No offense.
yeah, you are. No, my grandfather is not very good.
He's a bad man.
But yeah, you're like, you are. If they're cousins, you're my grandfather-in-law.
Very well, I guess. You wanna go fishing with Grandpa Knox?
How old are you? 20?
I'm like 32.
Oh, jeez. Forgot.
I'm around there. I'm so young.
Getting up in the years. Gosh, I know your ass is not talking out of all people. You're the oldest person here.
You have enough age for two.
Yeah.
You're all old.
I think you're me times 3.
3, 4. How many youngins are in the forge?
Can you shut up?
Huh?
Please?
What did you just say? Hold on.
I know you're wasting your life. Anyways.
Ah, shut the fuck. Please. I would never. Never mind. I was about to say something. I don't know why I went country there for a second. Taz, why are you doing this to me?
Oh yes, I'm infiltrating your mind.
You're making me speak that foul lingo.
Wow!
Out of character, it's so
Foul.
funny watching everyone stand in a circle around the fucking Veril sticker.
Oh!
God. Sean, over there. Oh. Yo,
The mimetic hazard has breached containment.
Hold on.
I'm gonna take a seat, I think.
No! I did want to do something, but I need a minute. Hold on. It's gonna be real funny. You're gonna get the punchline.
2, 3, 4.
No, it's gonna take me.
5,
It's...
6, 7, 8, 9.
Give me 1 minute. Maybe I can do this in 1 minute. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Give me a minute. I need a minute.
Where's my sending stone remote? I have a button specifically for this.
22.
There we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you.
Aww. Is that like a failsafe that was placed in if they lose their voice for like finding them?
Hold on, I got this.
That actually makes sense. If like they're in the rubble.
It's a beacon. It's a callback beacon. Okay, that makes sense.
Do you feel lost, Ash? Is that why you're saying that? Oh, you're doing that? Take that as a yes.
Oh my god, Carl, are you okay?
I think I found a better version.
Yeah. Actually, if you want, I did actually roll a die since you're a doctor.
There you go.
You got a 19 back when I roll. Veril's showing the symptoms of someone who's like struggling, like having like breath issues, like for whatever reason, it's like their body's not absorbing oxygen too well. From what you can tell, based on how they describe themselves being very
Get
that
out of here!
Jesus Christ!
I do not get the punchline.
Wait, the description you heard of Veril being like having body and soul and magic so tightly interwoven, you imagine them spending the magic that they have today is making it harder for them to breathe because they're spending magic that their body needs to survive.
Oh, understood. Oh, I'm just trying to help you.
Mark it down.
Thing 6 going dark.
I'll do it.
Crunchy.
Hollow, I've figured out a new technique for dealing with constructs. I brought it over from a different realm.
Very curious.
This'll do.
I had no part in this.
Excuse me, pardon me. Backing up. Okay. Now, I don't want to hit Ava. I only want to hit you.
Why?
I missed.
Whoa, Brooke be upon you.
Nothing ever beats pocket brick.
Should I get my question for this?
Get bricked, I think.
I think that's a human saying that. I'm not
missed my
gonna
brick.
elaborate on it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Treats you right.
Jeez.
Ultimate spell. Counter brick. Ah,
Oh my-
SOS mode engaged.
Wasn't that like a Like the human
Oh,
thing where
they're
like
play
you can
fighting.
stop a spell from
I
being
learned
cast
how
if
to
you just
do that.
pin their hands on the wall, and then cover their mouth so they can't incant the spell. I think I remember hearing that at some point.
This is like that one thing that Taz did.
Kaz knows the good counterspell, don't you?
Is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
What?
Not for me. Not for me.
Oh my god! Ash, be kind!
You totally just missed the part where I suplexed them.
I know you would never ever do that.
Total dead!
Ash is
Total dead! Total dead! Total dead! Money for the dead! Oh god.
You saw that, right?
I saw you elbow him.
Just another day in Aether.
I didn't see the suplex.
Disenfriendly competition.
Right. I should probably say something in case something horribly goes wrong. But the chances of those are minuscule. I'm going to another country tomorrow.
Oh.
You're gonna what? Another country?
Going to another country tomorrow. Capital of the Snow Elves. Gotta deal with that.
Wrong one.
Man, yeah, fuck off. God.
Hold on.
Yeah, dealing with a overextended
Look at this
hostage
wonderful drawing.
situation.
Zinc made.
Oh.
My family.
With force.
God.
Zinc is a wonderful drawer.
I'm not a part of the main people going there, but I am going to see it at the end.
No, that's good.
So should be fine. And then I'm going to Rove
next.
next
Out of breath, but I'm fine.
the next week after next week.
Deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth.
That's Tempest stuff I'm helping with. Either I'll be on the ground or I'll be doing a strafing run with Ward.
Just a little more.
Yeah, we have a etheric vessel.
I just have to be careful about magic's
Remember
expenditures.
the big
I only have
gun?
so much to work with now.
And I have
Remember the big gun?
It is annoying. I used to be good at this.
Hollow had? That's one of those cannon ships. The one that Hollow had.
Depends on how fucked up people get in the next 3 days, I
fireworks,
suppose.
yes.
But well, actually, even then, I gotta be careful because I think if I
Don't even give
spend
me
all my mana,
started on the
that's
Exterminatus.
it.
Don't
I'll
worry
make
about
sure
it.
you don't.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no sense sprinting to the finish line on this one.
Good. Because you're not allowed, so.
Oh no, what have you done?
Not that months anymore.
Yeah.
What have you done?
No, I'm not in any rush. I'll go on for as long as I can.
It's all fun and games until your arm starts going RGB Taz.
No.
Oh my god.
It's time for me to flee.
Going insane.
Oh my god.
I think they're
I've never
going
heard that
stir.
come out of his mouth.
You should have heard the screech earlier in the day.
Hold on, wait, I wanna show you this. Come here.
I got this, Taz. I got this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this wonderful. Did I walk through? Oh, that's why.
Shoot, telling people to stop actually works. Oh my
Command
goodness.
word. No.
What?
These don't have.
Command word cancel.
Tables on table link.
Never.
Ash.
I think I'm gonna go lay down for a
I'm
bit.
gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, Taz.
Have a
I'm
good
gonna say
one,
it,
Meryl.
Taz. Ash,
Get out of the way.
you should touch grass. Now!
GTG!
GTG, Ash! GTG!
Shut your bitch ass up.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Oh, do you have context to that?
I don't think they do.
You sleep well, alright?
I don't think you do, yeah.
To what?
GTG, you don't have context to that.
GTG, no, I don't.
Yeah, go touch grass. You want to enlighten them?
Stop saying that word!
So, me and Taz were reminiscing about an old, funny picture in the newspapers we would read. Supposedly about a low-tier god. And we're like, touching grass is about the same thing because it's so dangerous with the many blades of grass. So we're like, GTG, go touch grass.
You should touch grass.
Now! only the real dude bros understand.
It's not as powerful as the thunder.
Alright, on three, okay? On three, alright?
Alright, your face. You're not gonna do me dirty, are you?
Nope, I'll do my best.
Nope. Alright, you should go touch grass.
Yes. Now!
What did you place behind me? What was it?
Nothing.
I saw it at the corner of my eye. So I don't believe you.
It was this. Look how cute. Look how cute, Taz. Look at, wow, look at that.
I don't believe you.
Family portraits.
Hey, what's up, I asked?
Why does Stephanie look so stoned?
Don't you make fun of Zink's drawing? It looks great.
You look like a puma.
They look great. Wow.
They do kind of look like a puma.
I sometimes forget who the hell this is right here.
I think that's Axel.
It is Axel.
Oh yeah. I look so dead inside.
Yeah, at first I didn't recognize you. Because I was like, who the heck is this bot looking? Oh!
I assume this is way before I met you, Lady Ava. Way before.
This is a body swap.
Oh.
I think that's when we all get a picture together. Well, a drawing together, whatever.
A drawing together. I mean, if you go to some areas, they do have oil capsules. It's a thing.
Why is my hat so long? In there.
Long hat.
I feel like Stephanie for some real reason.
Yeah.
Are we not more worried that what the hell does
they drew the flower on me. Oh my goodness. I forgot about they mentioned that earlier today. I forgot about that.
What?
So Zink gave me a flower that squirted water instead of like a badge for some reason.
Oh, that's amazing.
That sounds like a wonderful gag item.
Make Ava wet.
Ooh, words. They need to stay inside. We're in public.
What? What?
Gosh, I practiced this earlier.
Good boy.
Thank you.
Good, my son.
Thank you.
Good, my son.
You could say good boy.
It was instinctual, yes.
I think that was okay. I love how Zink is like squished in between.
Yeah, I was gonna
me and
like,
stuff.
Zink drew this. Man.
Why is
What did you just
Ox so jacked?
Because it's Ox. Have you seen? Oh wait, no. Oh, Ox. I was about to say Ox. Well, actually, have you seen Ox? Ox is jacked.
Yeah, but he's not built like a Ford F-150 Chariot. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh yes, I heard about this.
Racing.
Truly.
Yeah, that's so cute.
I can't get over how, like, 100-yard stare ashes in the background.
Alright.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Hold on.
He'll never go
Get it.
away.
Go away.
Why is it bleeding? You make it homunculus?
Hey, what's that?
What
Over
is
there.
that?
What?
Got him.
Oh, why do you have rift shit? Why?
1d4 psychic damage.
Bam!
It's the one thing I decided to steal.
What?
I stole it.
His spell?
What the heck are you slapping?
Look at my knowledge isn't
Is that what that is?
What?
Is that why it sounds like metal slapping metal?
What voice things have you installed into their voice mod? You make those sounds.
I miss him.
I think that's just their metallic tongue clicking noises.
Metallic tongue clicking noises?
Yeah. You have a tongue.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about certain things. Yeah, that's fair.
My dad, or my granddad's a freak.
Okay, I didn't want to be the one to first say it.
We already knew it.
I didn't know that extent.
My granddad
I saw
made
the
like
original
private
design.
parts on her.
Yes.
So you are fully sculpted. You said you weren't.
Yes, she is.
Oh. I think you...
The previous design, right?
No, yeah, the previous design was fully sculpted. This one... There's some bits missing.
Alright.
Oh.
I don't think Ox would be comfortable doing all that.
You made me in a
Considering...
day. Not half a day, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, he made you in... Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, comfortable doing the private bits.
I think he was on himself when he was making me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he had
Speaking of
memories of
which-
doing so.
I think it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, it was gone today.
No, it wasn't.
No,
I mean, as in, it wasn't... You did? Because I did not when I saw him. As in, I looked...
Elias came up to me and said, "Hey, his entire arm kind of has that stuff on it. You should probably go check on him," as he was walking back down. So
When he was going off to do his hunt, he didn't have any of it on him.
well, he
It
went
usually starts
to
around his
here,
eyes,
he
so I'm
did.
not sure. Oh, well, that makes sense. Apparently he's going to go hunt monsters today.
Did you hear a bunch of people went out and fought a mile-long snake?
I did hear that, and I heard Ari went out as well and did that. Don't know why she did, out of all people, considering her condition, but...
I had a southern realization of Alex and...
It's the whole thing.
I think she's gonna die before she can get stronger.
Wilhelm?
Yeah.
There's a lot of negative connotation behind that, and it's not my place to say.
Oh, Will, that one. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Not William.
She has her reasons.
Yeah.
My grandfather usually worked with demons in the past, and now whatever the fuck is working with
runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
Runs in the family.
You know what's crazy is I'm also curing a demon right now. 2. The thing is just running. I think it's a running thing.
Well, you're like helping with them. They're not like.
Is that how that works? If the women help cure the demon, and the dudes just like work with the demons?
I guess.
I suppose so. Oh, well. The thing is going along.
I can change that.
What do you mean you can change that? What way?
What do you mean? In what way?
Let's start working with the demon.
You already have.
I mean, you're working with Snox.
We ran a
Nox
medical
not a
class
demon.
together.
He's a tiefling. You're a tieflinger, you know? It's different.
We're in a weird
Everybody's
middle
going to be
ground
the
at the
same.
moment. I'll get back to you on that.
What?
I don't know
Alright.
myself at the moment, Ava.
I use Infernal for runic language. Dang it, I'm playing into this as well, aren't I?
Somehow you're getting roped into it.
Oh, I just realized I'm gonna need your help with something. I don't know how. Okay. So you're better with Infernal. I have to write something in Infernal, I think, and I need help. Or him. Doesn't really matter. It's
Someone
really
who's fluent right next to you.
Well, also, whoever the guy that Ivan. I'll just say Ivan because apparently he's so open about this. Ivan has a demon. The only way that I can suppress this is through markings on his chest with iron engravings. I need help writing those because apparently I suck at it. I'm horrible at it even.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure the
Iron
runes are in.
engravings.
Hold on, I can. Just gonna grab a book from her bag. Hold on. I have to look at my notes. Symbol. Holy water mixed with ground iron.
Alright. Okay.
And apparently, I think his demon, it's called a fiend.
Classification. Standard, at least.
But I think it's just silver markings over the chest, near the heart.
Silver or iron?
Silver.
Alright, silver, holy water mixture.
When I tried giving him salt water this evening, he shriveled up almost, like he curled into a ball. And
You mean they actually work like the entities back home? Oh my goodness, that's so rare here.
I guess.
I'd
And
be
apparently
willing to
blessed
help.
iron is supposed to help him as well. Well, help, more so get rid of the entity in him. Not so far what it's looking like is he's probably gonna die from this. But I don't know 100%.
That sucks.
On the off chance you do get my help with do the engravings, you might need to do a checkup on my hands later. Because we're dealing with holy water.
And I've tried doing the markings. She's gonna flip to another page. And it's just I don't have the markings yet from the person, but there is markings engraved, just all over the page. Some are crossed out, some are scribbled out. It looks like a mess. I keep trying, but it's just something's not right about it. I'm sure it's just the language. I'm not fluent in it.
Meaning,
so it just is messy.
More than likely. More advanced runes, they only really work if you have the meaning to them. That innate understanding.
Potentially. I don't know. Salt.
Runic script.
Salt really seemed to hurt him. I have to get holy water, which I don't know where I'm gonna get actual holy water that isn't somebody pretending like it's holy water.
I know where.
Don't we know paladins?
That's good.
There is an order of
Would they be
paladins
willing to
that
give that to
is loyal to literally no one except the island of Aether, which is the holy order that moved into the church by the winery. And I know they're the real
Aren't
thing.
they killers?
No.
The wrong people?
No, you're thinking about the murderers. Like the actual murderers.
But
They are bad people.
I have my own reasons for not going near them, because I know they are in fact the real deal. Because they came in with an avatar. An actual deietic avatar.
Oh.
Pure.
Not the blue people.
Regalia, silvers and golds. Space.
Second avatar falling.
Endless space. They are the order.
You think they can get me? I think I need what the hell was it? I need to get holy water. I need blessed iron, and then I need iron shavings. It's supposed to be like the mixture that you put on the heart. Thankfully, it isn't a whole open arch surgery. It's just over the chest. Potentially.
Even
that's what I'm gonna have to do. I think I also need to start not doing anything that I do with Ivan alone, because I think that demon wants to kill me already. So we're gonna
Oh sweet, another one.
Stop.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'll fight for you.
What do you want me to do? Not my job?
The list is getting to the... Casting out demons is not your job, darling.
You need to be casting out casts.
It's killing him. Literally killing him. What do you want me to
get a priest.
Well, technically, I actually do need a priest at some point, I think.
Exactly. Get a professional exorcist.
You think there's a professional exorcist in Aether?
Probably. There's plenty of people that probably killed demons on the, like, weekly, right? That's a thing.
Yes. And no. Yes,
What?
it's happened. But recently the Hells have done what the Hells do and they've changed. And this time it's a lot more bad. You saw it.
Well, also apparently, according to the textbooks that I've been looking at, it doesn't just like it's not just like an infection on the soul. It's more of it's like a virus, and it's been corroding his soul.
You just said a lot of the same words that mean the same thing to me.
Sorry, it's gonna infest into his soul, and it's just gonna start corroding it. And then it's just gonna, what did it say?
Was this a contract that had been made, or?
It corrodes the soul and body slowly, like rust on metal. Basically. I don't think he made a deal, because he doesn't remember if he did. From what I'm aware, because it goes in stages. There's 4 stages. The 4th one, he's basically gone. He's on the 2nd stage currently, and he has black smudges all over his body. Well, all on his arm, more specifically. Actually, his whole arm is technically dead, from what I'm aware, but it's still functioning somehow.
Is that why he screamed whenever he got hit with that potion?
I believe so, yes.
Alright. My brain's racing on mile a minute thinking of what I've heard from mine down there.
It's just gonna start getting worse and worse as it goes on. I have to start doing stuff here.
Experience from my, well, relative, at least in the Wrath Ring, they really push the factor of doing things by the book. Offering the contracts, not really just going ahead and taking. It's about building the trust. So, they're definitely doing things rushed. Or just not caring.
It's definitely a potential from the things that I've been seeing. Apparently, at some point in his later stages, he'll start seeing, like, runes. Ancient hieroglyphics, things like that. Like, I don't know exactly. Just like an ancient language will start appearing, apparently. He'll just start seeing it in dreams, which is it'll just start getting worse. I think they called it the gifted with insight, I think is what they said.
Alright. That's... okay.
Especially because he's on stage 2, he's going to start getting to stage 3 here soon, which means he's actively going to start hurting people without knowing he is.
This is sounding more so like magic psychosis, or demonic psychosis.
Could be. I'm unsure.
And you're sure it's a demon, not an aberration?
I'm pretty sure it's a demon.
God, I wonder if it's a max.
At least, according to what I saw, I'm pretty sure it's a demon.
Okay. The best thing to suggest for now is figuring out which ring it's from. If any.
Well,
if not,
if you were to touch his arm, you could meet him.
I think.
Although it brings up the way. Okay, when I touched Ivan's arm without really necessarily knowing what was gonna, kind of knowing, I accidentally touched his arm. Well, the first time I didn't know. I touched his arm. The room around me went black. I couldn't see what was going on, and I was getting dreams of things that have happened to me in the past. My worst memories came back to me. My parents dying. And it replayed for a couple of minutes. I heard somebody say something to me. It was Ivan. Ivan was kind of there, but it wasn't him. And he was telling me that that they own him and that I need to leave.
Depending on how strong it is, or what hierarchy it is, I can go into this with varying levels of confidence because of my backing, we'll say. As far as I'm aware, mine is of greater variety. So,
stroke of inspiration.
If I weigh that angle of, well, you can't really mess with me, somebody already has me, maybe I could interact with it.
Definitely could be helpful then. I will share you my notes. And I guess we can just go from there. I have to figure out what exactly, because I have a very strong suspicion that the second I try to put these markings on him, it's gonna go bad.
Because we can look at some...
I'm pretty sure I'm having stupid and dangerous
physical angles we can look at this way.
Why?
Because with my reimagining for the second time, thank you for bringing me back by the way, I've been explained new things by my relative benefactor, whatever. The demonic contracts, also known as devil deals, parts of currency favors. If there is one attached to Ivan, there's not much I can do. That's his fault, and unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, either way, he's hellbound. Can't really stop that.
My brain isn't gonna let me forget.
The natural cycle of life, temptation, etc.
Right, what that?
If there isn't
I'm
a
pretty sure I
contract
shouldn't
attached to
say.
it, there is no hold over him save for the demon personally. Which then means we get into the possible element of it using fearmonger tactics. Talking ultimatums. If I am removed, he dies. Do you know that for sure? Is he putting on a show to make you think that? To make you stop?
I mean, he said he hears voices. They get louder when he's alone. Like, my old thing.
Could be an attempt to wear down his fighting spirit. Sounds like demonic possession, more so off, which based off of willpower, strength, etc., etc.
Potentially?
Is this why he gets drunk, so he can just laugh it off, and then it somehow helps him not worry about it?
I mean, according to the book, it's final thing, what it's supposed to do in the end. It's just supposed to inhabit the body. And then the person's a living husk for the demon.
Now, it's a long shot, but there is one, I guess, interesting thing that I do now have. Though I don't really know Ivan that much, so I don't know how much it can work. But if I look at someone long enough, and if I'm attuned to them enough, I can see them. If you may understand that.
What? See them?
I'll be right back.
Akin to, I hate saying it, because it's the one thing I don't understand. Best I can equivalent it to is lesser soul sight. An innate understanding that I do not have. But I don't understand. I know I can see souls, but I don't understand them. I've been going through a lot.
What's the point of seeing a soul?
Well, if you could see mine, you could see the hole in it. If I look at...
Does it matter if you can see the soul?
Well, you can tell if something's attached to it. If something's cracked, broken, wrong with it.
Okay, yeah. I guess, sure. How do you even go about fixing that? I couldn't even tell you.
Luck. Sheer luck. At least from me.
I've got a lot of that.
Because I was hasty with my process. I mean, I could give you my tools and see if you can use them.
No, because I think the only thing I need from you currently is about getting me a way to talk to those holy people and for you to write some runes. Depending on if they're demonic, which I don't know.
I will push my comfort zone just for you, my lady.
Oh, I can do it if you need me to. I just need some way to find them.
Do you know the arch with the banners, the flags? When you usually walk down the center of Aether.
I mean, I know where the church is. I just need them to be pointed out to me. Like, do they just look different?
They're usually in uniforms, reds and ironically gold, same Dominion colors but different. Usually wings.
Wow.
Maybe
so
yellow
actual
highlights.
Angels.
Is that another one or the one you were writing?
They are paladins.
It's just a
paladins.
They are paladins trained. The angels are their own thing. To simply have... They did what they did, having an avatar be there only once, and when they were done with their mission, they left. That is more than likely a rare occurrence you won't see for many moons.
He's right there. No, I'm joking. That was cringe. I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry, continue.
I do not know any of the Order personally, nor do I know how to get in contact with them if they're even at the church at the time. Best I could ask you to try is talk to one of the representatives of Aether, whether Califax or Sulfur, or even Tempest.
Okay.
Because they did direct dealings in the past with Califax, and Magistrate Sulfur being Magistrate Sulfur, probably would have to have known now what to do.
Califax. Alright.
Either that, or you can write a note and slip it to whoever it may concern.
Stephanie, you know how to get in contact with the Paladins and Aether? Do you have direct contact
Typically,
more
yeah.
so? Shit. Okay. Well, that was a good try.
With who?
The best to do is slide a note under the door of the church and address it to who it may concern. Check lore document for DM in charge.
Understood.
I think that's Aki.
Ah. I need to get some holy water. Need to get my hands. I also need to find what's his face? The leader of the alchemists.
Norn.
I need to get him his stuff from when we went to hell, and I need him to talk to Taz. So basically, I need to get him to finish our deal, and then I need to make another deal.
Now, there's also a very interesting alternative route, which is all dependent if a certain merchant shows up. One with a giant mushroom
Are you talking about the
for a
green
hat.
one?
The one that sold you all those drugs.
Oh.
Because he was able to give me medicine for holy sickness. So, there's a chance he has the inverse. Or demonic sickness. Or infernal sickness. There's always a chance. You can look through resources you know.
Maybe I can. I don't know. I wonder if I could, because Califax is a. I wonder if he could just get me holy water. Potentially.
This gets into the semantics of getting an archmage to help. They all sign a treaty of true neutrality. Not take sides and whatever. It'll always come at a cost asking archmage for help. So they stay neutral.
I feel like it should. Even if I tried to ask, I could not imagine Califax telling me that I need to strive a high bargain, or, or high price for holy water.
Yeah, that would more so be if it's direct interference from archmage. That's the extreme.
I just need some holy water to help somebody. If anything, if he needs I don't know. I don't know what an archmage needs, but we can negotiate that when the time comes. I can't imagine that there's not some holy type-ish person in Aether, or at least with holy magic.
There is a number of them.
Ones that are reliable?
You know my opinion on the Paladins of Light. You know my opinion.
I know.
You share my opinion with them. At least one of them.
Yes. Only one. I've never had a bad interaction with the rest. I think.
I'll always be iffy on Phelan. Nothing further than that.
I don't know, but Phelan's people, there was one of them that choked me out, and I don't know if it was Phelan or it was, can't think of her name.
Blue
The
or
one that
gray
we all
skin?
hate. We hate them.
Iris?
Iris.
Iris is not
Either
one
Iris
of
or Phelan.
Phelan's people.
What? They look so similar.
If you're talking about another person with goat-like appearances, that's not Iris.
Am I not thinking of Iris? I'm pretty sure it was Iris.
If you're talking about someone with blue skin, with horns, and goat-like appendages, that's not Iris. That is someone else. They are a shaman of elementals.
Maybe it was Phelan. I don't know.
Either way, I know
remember, this
they
was
are
so
from
long
a
ago.
separate plane of Astaroth or whatever. Different rules, different logics. Blah, 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 blah. All I know is they are the ones that did the direct death threats to my daughter, so not much you can do there.
Yeah, just a wee bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A lot of paths, just gotta narrow down your vision. Choose one. Circling me now?
a minnow.
Apparently nicked yourself.
Oh wait, because you did it yesterday. Come here. Wait, and holy
Heck's
matrimony.
happening?
Oh!
Well, we skipped
Hey,
a
go
few
get
steps.
It's fine.
If you wanted me to hold
Can
his
you
hand, I could
actually do that?
I have the right to, yeah. I could technically wedge you guys for sure.
Stephanie, can you please, can you be my, please?
You want me to be like, we are gathered here today?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Stephanie, yes, I do. I want you. Please, I want it. Can we do it?
Now, listen. If I want you to know, if I actually did this, I would take it seriously. I wouldn't be a jackass. Obviously.
Okay, so
Don't worry, Stephanie. I
would
got
like
you.
to have two separate ones. One where you plan it all, and one where we go back home to my place.
Are you ready for
My
this,
home.
Stephanie?
Oh, by the way,
Wedding? Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna be wedding them now.
Let us
Wait,
begin.
does that mean I get to choose the people here?
We are gathered here today in holy matrimony to wed these two individuals. I love it.
This is awful.
May Lord prosper and live on forever.
I look so ugly right
I don't know
now.
the speech off my head. I don't know the speech off my head. I'd have to obviously memorize it.
No, you don't have to memorize it. Usually they have like a book in front of them, don't they?
Well, it'd be better if I knew what the fuck I was doing, so I'm not like, we are gathered here today, and, you know, just doing some bullshit like that.
We are.
That's not right.
We are gathered here
There we
today
go.
to wed these two
Like, I'm
beautiful
gonna read it, but it's
individuals
also
in holy
it's good to
matrimony.
memorize it as well.
Just in case
I'm
the
gonna mess
book
it up.
bursts into flames.
Well, at least like somewhat memorize it, not fully, but you know what I mean. I will get a model with the whole speech. Don't test me, motherfucker.
I mean, we're gonna be making models anyway. Whatever that means. You better be, bitch.
Please wear a fedora. I will
No!
pay you IRL money. I will pay you IRL money, dead ass, to put a fedora.
Possible
You
I'll
wanna
toss
be our
this in a
music
suit.
person?
Sure.
If possible, I'll toss this in a suit just for the wedding.
How is your doll coming along, Hollow?
Slowly.
Alright.
There we go.
Hollow is taking the initiative and making his own doll.
Yes. And
Just shake
also
hands.
Let go of your hand.
trying to
Have both of your
figure out
hands.
how to mess with the body metal a little bit more. It's very taxing since this is like default state. It's kind of like when you flop down into a chair and then you just like sink into it. That's this.
Your
Oh.
most
It's
comfortable.
like a muscle. But also these are a threat.
You didn't do it right. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Do it right.
No, I just remembered something.
Do it right.
What was
Hold up.
Thank you. That's what I was talking about.
And if I can, I'll put a suit on.
Do I talk about it now? I don't think I talk about it now. It's fine.
What?
Well, don't leave us in suspense, Stephanie.
Well, if I talked about it, it would only be with her. Because I only trust her with this. It's definitely not that bad. It's definitely not that bad.
I also have like a morality question for a certain.
You
thing.
honestly,
What?
honestly, I am scared of how you'll react. Because you might get a little, ugh.
Go ahead. Well, now, if it's something that you can share with the group, I don't care. What do you want?
It's not.
Go.
Ow, 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 ow. My butt is too
Go do that real
bony
quick.
for that.
What are you talking about?
Oh God. I don't know if I want to.
so I can't get this out of my head now. It's still there. So I have I had a wild thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not entirely formed, but I'm aware that it's dangerous of some sort.
Okay.
For some reason, like, the knowledge that the network that you're a part of exists, plus the addition of all the other stuff that I'm aware of, culminated into, like, what would you call that? I guess similar to, like, the Nexus, in a way, where it's like it all culminates together, where all different kinds of constructs can link up, as well as biological people can link up to it. And it could be used for a specific purpose. And I know it's really dangerous, and it's a bad idea, but I had to get it out of my head.
Well, I can tell you, it is a bad idea, because someone did something they shouldn't have, and almost suffered an ego death because of it. So no.
Oh.
Alright.
Network
Leave
is
these
meant
two
for
alone. We'll be back in like
constructs
2 seconds.
only.
You remember when
like
that
I need to talk
person
more about
tried
that to learn.
Oh, he's going away.
I'm getting.
Yeah, somebody tried to cast mind magic on me, and it almost went poorly.
Oh? Did you almost flood them with mind shit? Did they almost try and access the network?
Not access it, but they tried to put in a piece of information, and luckily their control of it wasn't good enough to get all of the information through. But if they established a link, they would have gotten flooded.
Yes. That is a whole network of issue.
That is enough information to fry a person's brain every second.
Exactly. How's your day been, Hollow?
It's been pretty good. Earlier when I was at Aether and Redwall, it was kind of fine. Just walked around, assisted Ava a little bit, gave her some much needed, sense of security, that she wasn't gonna get jumped because she was dealing with Ivan. And then, here, well, the visual enhancements have been helpful. I've been taking in the sights of everything. And then bumped into Ava. Ran into pickle merchants? Or a pickle
merchants. Cult. Whatever it may be.
They were strange. And then we saw Ivan dancing. And then he jumped into the ocean. And eventually this culminated into him jumping into the ocean naked for some reason.
Interesting.
Along with a few other people. And then at some point we ended up here, me and Taz, and we're discussing ideas. He's confided me with me a few times about various ideas he's had.
Making sure to allow those into the network purple, right?
Kind of protects you as well.
Yes.
Alright.
Stephanie, flush it.
Don't mind me while I defy the laws of physics.
That's not a me thing I can answer. If you want to know that, just go over there and listen for a second.
Alright, Taz, you have me dangerously worried and interested.
Yeah, alright. So, I know it's probably possible, because, like I said, I'm aware of the network that y'all got, right? And I'm aware that it's probably through magic some sort. People, like flesh and blood people, use magic as well, so they have some innate connection to it already. And then everything else will just be a matter of figuring it out.
Yes, it is possible if you have the proper interface.
Exactly.
The interface, though, needs to be installed, though.
How do you mean?
Base of the neck, nerves. It interacts with the mind on a physical level.
Why would it need to?
Well, because if you try using just magic, you can't hold back all of that torrent. It is impossible. Unless you are of such high level scale, and even then that would probably break something. At least from my personal understanding.
What do you
With this
mean,
interface,
hold back?
Paulo, do you want to explain what's in the network? Because it's not just a communications relay.
Yes. So, well, if you're thinking of it like a grouping of linked sending stones, that is incorrect. It is also a, not infinite, but a store of the sum of all the knowledge we have gained and obtained that is transmitted through there. There is probably a 10, 20 or so people's worth of information being tossed into it constantly. And that's enough to
Experiences, personalities.
fry somebody's brain. But when Kuro messed... Oh, God. When Kuro tried to use mind magic on me, I was worried because he may, have gotten some of that into him. Enough, what's the word, information to overload and overstimulate a brain.
Like I said, someone, without me knowing, managed to, for lack of a better term, fall into it and almost suffered a ego death. Do you know what that means, Taz?
Yeah.
And I don't need to explain. But with this interface, it is akin to standing at the front desk of a library. You make a request, and if it's approved, the knowledge is brought to you in a digestible manner. Instead of being flooded all at once. That is why you need a proper interface.
Why does it need to be directly connected to the brain?
Maybe I'm a bit wrong if it's the brain, but how I did it with the one person, the one organic in the network, it is more so attached to the spine and the nerves. Its original purpose was not meant to be a interface. It was meant to more help so with mana, but it's connected to the conduits of the person, alongside the nerves. Because, well, it wasn't. It was attached to their spine, because it had to deal with the spine issues. The interface was a mistake. It wasn't meant to happen, but it did. It is an unforeseen consequence I have created, and know I can create now.
Is that the only thing that you found wrong or like bad about all this?
No, there is one more, and I will be honest. With the interface and how it was, well, made, the reason why it turned into that is it was made of an old golem core that I had not used yet in my scrap projects. And it turns out because it was connected where it did, it flagged the organic as a construct. My construct. And therefore, if I wanted to, I could move them. Of course, that's been handled and a lock's been placed on where only they give permission when access attempts are made. That is a consequence. Specifically to mine. If you somehow made your own, you can make it however you want. You don't have any constructs attached to it, it doesn't exist yet. Mine has been set up in such a manner from when I was much higher than I am now. A couple tiers above what anyone can accomplish here. It's a relic of the past. Still stands.
Oh, you're giving validity to this, and that's not a good thing, I don't think.
Confidence is a slow and insidious killer, Taz. Remember that.
Uh-huh.
What's your goal, Taz? What's your mind racing through?
It probably shouldn't.
Taz, speak your mind
Really?
before I speak mine.
Alright. Well, that's kind of why I came for, like, talk to the three of you, because you are, like, probably the closest people that have any thought and understanding of what I'm talking about right now.
I suppose so.
Let us simplify. In simple
Yeah.
words, what are you seeking? What type of connection?
It depends, because, like, there's different things you could do with it, right? You could do it like what you currently have, with just the information and all that sort of thing. But it could be more than that. It could be, or at least I think it could be more than that. I see no reason why it couldn't be more than that. It could be, yes, well, you're not using this resource, so let's use it over here instead. Take a little bit off the top. Give it willingly, okay? So we go do this and all that sort of thing. It's more like a level, I guess. I don't know. So imagine you got like a surface of some kind. Some needs are deeper than others, right? But you put enough water in it that it levels everything out. Some things take more water, but others don't.
You done with your love talk?
You want a full exchange
You're done with your love talk now?
skills and information.
No, not that. That's an even worse idea than what
Yeah, it's
I was
gonna
thinking.
happen eventually with you.
Or
But,
a
I mean, for-
simple sharing of knowledge.
No. It's definitely
No, knowledge wouldn't have anything to do with it. Knowledge would be beneficial
Then I
for
don't think
for
I'm
certain
following
things.
then.
Well, knowledge could work as well, but it's like
A simple apologies.
you're
Your
in
words are a bit
trouble.
rambled right now.
Shut.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
my brain is a bit rambled right now.
I did
You
allegedly
aren't
hear you.
exactly the right age for it.
I was like 18 on the market, actually.
Yes, you're on the market. I mean, yes,
You
you
go down
was.
to your local supermarket. Ava, Yuma, right here, up for sale.
How much
I
am I
mean,
worth?
we're
A
thinking of a
platinum?
lad.
50 platinum.
Oh, Stephanie. Thanks.
At least, at minimum. Is that
Come
true?
on,
How much
Taz,
is
you
your
got
dowry?
this. You got this,
How
Taz.
much
Think
was
it
my
through.
dowry?
50
My dowry
gold?
was 50 gold?
That's a lot. To be fair, that's 5 platinum.
That is.
That's a lot.
I knew my dowry was this. I knew I was worth at least a few platinum.
Well, when you were 18, we kind of put it up at like a.
Different needs require different solutions and different amounts of materials and resources. So if everyone gave a little bit, different resources could be dedicated to different things, such as mana. That's a good way of talking about that. Okay, so say, for example, everyone gave a portion of their mana to this network, right? From that, different things could be done with that. Say, certain spells. I know that cause strain on certain things, so you gotta do it correctly, and that could very well break some things if you're not careful. But it's the same thing as what I'm doing currently with the cannon. I'm gathering. I don't know what that was. I'm currently gather loads of mana in order to put it into one singular point in order to be able to fire it, and have 28 wizards worth for an entire 2 days for a singular shot. So why couldn't you just do that on the fly?
Because I have that.
Yeah.
Specifically, it is a bunch of arcane scripts and programming in my office,
That's 2 platinum.
where I can open
There's still a few platinum.
little rifts and pull out books from my
It's like
office.
it's not the 10 platinum that I was thinking.
It's all connected to a giant lodestone. Unfortunately, that lodestone has been drained due to certain people using it. So, it is possible. Hell, I could probably set it up.
Pick your words
Maybe.
very careful.
That was once again, something I did in my prime. That office is my domain. To try and express this in a sense above dimensions, my domain is such a feat, I could, if I wished, impose disadvantages upon people. But if it is a system of mana transference on a wide scale, there needs to be a center foci point that is capable of exceeding to such lengths.
Yes.
And you need a proper controller for that. For example, I have a tablet with a chisel that I draw arcane scripts into to send commands back to my office.
Giving validity to this idea is probably not a good thing.
I'm joking.
You're not helping the rumors.
You're talking to someone that has gone through a lot. And the final thing is, it is completely... If you had control of little devices attached to people, you could make a request for mana to be taken. If it is bound to you.
Fucking red.
Because I can do the same.
Okay.
The biggest difference, Taz,
The OG people.
I had the power, and I have the knowledge.
Not the mom.
You have a concept.
My grandma or my mom.
Do I have the knowledge of how to do it? Yes. Can I do it again? I do not know, and I cannot give you a proper answer.
When he was actually had
Part of me is missing.
It would actually be red.
For you to try it would be an extreme, arduous process. One of ambition. I know it is an exciting thought, Taz. I know.
It is, but it isn't. And I don't know why. I don't know why there's it's like there's something saying that's a really bad idea.
There's a way in, way out.
Yeah, my one singular character has a theme.
My failsafe is, if you force your way in, you're blasted with so much torrents of information that you might just die mentally.
Bitch does not know.
Yours is just a pure mana situation. That is a simple slipstream into everyone involved. If there's no precautions.
I'm blocked. That's crazy. I'm blocked. That's insane. That's insane. Because I couldn't handle the truth.
You understand risk, right?
Yeah.
There's your bad idea.
Don't choke. Don't choke.
Control the mana, control the person.
Drink water.
Oh, I'm slightly regretting bringing this up.
That's crazy. His bitch only has
There's only sometimes stupid ideas.
I mean, you have a lot of
Only
black
sometimes.
characters, so.
Black isn't a color. Black is a shade.
You're an artificer, Taz. You do physical things.
I mean, black is like.
A little what?
Yeah, when I'm lazy.
You are a crafter, an artificer. You do the physical things.
You know, it's like, I'm gonna change the
You're going much higher than you should, Taz. Fair warning.
Oh.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
And they're also brown, not black, you racist fuck.
I can't tell the difference.
I give him my 2 coppers, so.
I've made a shitload of white characters. I'm like, you know what? Let me try to balance.
Is this just a log?
Jesus.
Like not even wood, just a log?
Okay, we got the cookie and we got the cream.
Not even got at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
I had like one seam red character, and that's her. Anyways.
Who are you talking to?
What?
The voices.
Oh, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked. It's over for you.
Lady Ava, I've received important information that might be useful to you.
Okay.
It is in fact, the DM known as Agaro Erez that does angel stuff, so it's much easier to get involved in it.
Take a mental note of that.
Mental note, mental screenshot.
I'm streaming. You can look at it later.
So am I.
I'm also streaming, dumbass.
Oh, good. Then I'm trying to be helpful. Fuck off. Okay, I was actually like, I was gonna be like, I was actually gonna say, or I'll actually just find it in the stream and send it to you later. But you know what? No, fuck you. Alright, I was trying to be helpful. Alright, bitch.
Stop fighting.
Of course, the mental retards at that.
I'm streaming. Stop.
Ouch.
Be careful.
Okay, so
don't say that in front of the streamers.
Ouch.
Oh yes, your one viewer will actually, it's actually the DM of Aether. It's like, alright.
Excuse me?
They didn't mean it.
I've had 5 viewers.
Jara, they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it.
I might be lying to you.
They're just joking. They're just joking.
I have 2. I went down 1.
Blocking
Yeah, it's
in?
yourself. It's yourself and some random fucker, like your friend.
Who's in here? Can I vote the cookie, bro?
Why is there 2 people in chat then, dumbass? 2 different
One of them's
usernames.
bro. One of them's you, bro.
Go fuck yourself.
One of them's you, bro.
Hello?
Hey,
We want you for the
I think we
fanboy
gotta kick their
army.
ass.
Oh, is that the card? Oh, hi.
It's the time.
Never mind.
Hello.
Catherine's involved right now. I can't do anything with a good conscience. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the what?
Your baby mama. Anyway, sorry.
I only feel comfortable about bullying the shell when Ash is involved.
I'm joking.
Not when you're
obviously.
involved.
You better be.
I'm not into you.
Huh.
What the fuck?
Good.
I'm sure you're not into me. You're straight.
Yes, I am. I know, rare these days.
Stop.
A lot of people I've found out was bi or gay is surprising for this day and age, but you know. Go Tiger, I suppose.
When I say stop, don't keep shoveling the dirt out of the fucking hole.
Stop means go.
Alright.
Anyways. Not that the streamers are gone.
Yeah.
Not joking.
Sure.
Now that the
They're doing spicy things over there.
What?
Just so you, the mother, knows.
They're not actually. I'm just fucking.
We're not.
Stephanie has told me. Okay.
I am going to take him for the night, though, so. I'm gonna go tell everybody good night.
Use protection and such.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Taz.
Yep.
Power bomb you.
Alright, you two, I'm gonna heal him, and we're gonna go for the night.
Oh yeah?
See like a bug on the wall.
I've been thinking about leaving for the past while. I've just been enraptured in conversation.
Yeah,
Is
I was
this where we
about
all
to get
leave
off.
and just-
Thank God. Thank God. I was waiting for y'all to get off, and then I would get off. That's all I was waiting for.
What's to get off?
This is the biggest Ethereum standoff I've ever seen.
Well, that's great. You all have a wonderful night.
Good
Sleep
night,
well.
Lady Ava.
Of course.
You're not gonna give me a hug?
Yeah, Mom. Where my hug at?
Where my hug at?
Ew, disgusting. Family bonding? Ew, get over it.
How dare I hug my mother?
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, hi. Greetings.
That's some doll-on-doll action.
That was pointed towards Ava, Hollow,
okay,
but sure.
I'm gonna
Hug your cousin.
You were pointing at a group of 2 people. I went to the closer one.
Alright,
single time
in
she
your
surfaced.
defense, I don't know if Ava could survive a bear hug from you. That's fair.
Also probably true.
Well, given this body, if I just inch it more closer, your back would be
very bad ideas.
Why are you looking at me and
disabled.
saying bad idea?
Yeah,
Ava,
Punched
get
like a
your
piece of stale bread.
What? What's happening?
He looked at me and said, bad ideas. I'm like, get your man. Why are you... Hello?
We're going.
Don't let it keep you up all night, Taz.
Have a good night. It will.
Oh, man.
Bye, Ava's mom.
Bye. This is also where I take my leave, because it's...
I
Very
think
well.
we're all leaving.
I don't know.
Hi, how are you?
I will
How are
endure.
Greetings. Hi.
Fair.
Hi. Hi.
What's the matter? You look like
Have
you
a
hate
good
me.
night, Hollow.
No.
Yes, I'm
Why would
leave
I?
these
Did
two.
you know best friends with your daughter and the reason she has your noble status back?
Good night, Catherine. Sorry one of my daughters
If I were
flirts
to die,
with
I
your
wonder
body.
what would happen.
Hello, people. Hello.
Hello. Your
No
shoes,
longer
your
young
shoes are good
kids.
against your shoes are good against obsidian, right? There's a lot of it around the area right now. You'll look
Hello,
down.
Tears.
There's teardrops shaped obsidian.
You're fine where you are, but if you come any closer, you might start standing on it.
I'm saying you can just kick it away. You got magic, just pull them away. Actually, wait, what the fuck am I can do that. What am I fucking stupid?
Everyone
Close
here's
all
a
the
mage.
Hey, Nox.
Yes, Sylvie.
I got a promotion.
Oh.
You're the head of
And
Public
it hasn't.
affairs.
public affairs.
It hasn't been put into official motion as of right yet, because, you know, I want to make sure that we're all on board, we write everything out, and then it's said to the public. And also,
You started telling the public.
Yeah, because I'm not. Hey, at least I was doing my job before I
public.
I was doing my job before I stepped down.
I can deafen your ears for a short moment if that's what you need.
If anything, just I have stepped down from.
Or I could just silence him.
Being a king.
I've stepped down from kingdom. I've stepped down from being a king, and the Glass City will be ruled by a council. So, all political matters go to Sylvie. I am just the guy that deals with public relations and agriculture now. I can just be a guy behind the bar.
Did you say the dad?
No, I can just.
The dad.
That's what I heard.
Is that going to be one of the wooden templates above your bar? The dad?
The dad.
I'm just the guy behind the bar. So.
To be fair, most of the Glass City is your children, so you could probably get away with that.
Ew, don't say that. The fuck?
I mean, to be fair, I've been jokingly known as the dad of Aether, so.
Don't start spreading that around. Fuck, ew. Don't do that. Fuck off.
I'm joking. I won't do it.
Gross.
That sounds like a hassle.
Anyway, I'm just gonna be happy that. I'm just gonna be happy I can sit behind the counter at the Starlight Harbor and just serve drinks to people.
Well, the reason why I wanted to say it, though, is because that means me and you can talk more and figure out anything that
I do believe we
Glass
need to
City
talk
and whatever
to
else.
figure out something.
Yeah. I can guarantee I know a few things, but
Well, first off,
I have a feeling you have
personal
more.
understanding. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just understand. We'll talk or whatever. It's not that important.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm the person you go to now if you need to have some sort of Glass City relations with anything, okay?
I have an assistant too.
And spread that
Hi,
around,
I'm the
please,
assistant.
Because I don't want people
You
still to come to me, please. We'll make a public announcement. Like, I'm in charge of that shit. I'll make a public
In for
announcement.
now.
Like,
I mean, if
Cecily
people
has
do
an
come to
assistant
you,
for
you can
their
just direct them.
political
Just be like,
affairs.
yep, no, political affairs go over
to
there.
Sylvie. Go to Sylvie. Redirect to Sylvie.
Are you okay?
Are you disappointed that I'm the assistant?
I don't know. I need to distance myself.
Okay.
He's still unsure how to feel. No, he's still unsure how to feel.
Okay, are you having a mental breakdown from me, or are you having a mental breakdown from everyone else?
I just need to understand because my mind is going somewhere else. You agreed to head of HR. My whole thing was thinking, well, you didn't want any more stress, and now it sounds like everybody's going to go to you for stress, and that's making me stressed now.
I didn't want stress that I...
That's why I want to figure this out before I blow up at something unnecessary.
That I couldn't help with.
Okay.
This is stuff I can help with. And I have the power to do so now.
Okay.
What's going on? Why are you having such a big reaction to this?
I don't know. Maybe I do know, but I don't want to make an excuse for something false.
Then tell me truthfully, because I don't want any bullshit.
Potential is with... Have I told you what happened a week ago or so? You know?
No.
I died.
What?
I exerted myself past the point of no return and my form disintegrated. I've learned that I have infernal heritage. Much more deeper than a normal tiefling should.
Okay.
I do not know the proper term, but perhaps a half daemon of wrath. And with me experiencing multiple death-like states, it's cost me. And, well, my initial anger, concealment, has noticeably gotten worse. So, I choose my times to help, and I take solace in the moments where I can see you prosper. And when I see things without context that I think are, for lack of a better term, interrupting my plans, they start to send me on a spiral. I am trying for what's best for you, so I wanted to have the talk to see if this was what you saw was best for you. This context has helped. This is just an issue I have been dealing with on my own, and I need to. I've learned a lot about the Hells, as of recently with my extended stay, and how the Wrath Ring works, and, well, wrath held in moderation till the time is right. Well, now you know why I've been saying that. There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, I get it.
I just wanted to rationalize another... I wanted to think of how I could make it seem not like Julian was dumping his responsibilities onto you.
Because it wasn't. We volunteered.
Exactly.
Because the problem is that we told him that with the way that things were, we can't just ignore everything that's been going on. Right? It's fine. They were gonna know eventually. I don't care. The stuff with the quote-unquote Dominion crew, the that other people like to say,
Meta?
wasn't getting
Bust
better.
rate Frank again.
And it
Last
wasn't
time you
getting
got a
better. It was
replacement
only
Frank, it
Julian
fins in
being
Frank.
able to do everything by himself. He wasn't handling anything. He wasn't doing anything right. At least, not lately. And I told him that if we need to keep the Glass City alive, he needs help. Because if he had said no, the Glass City would have slowly started to crumble. I didn't want that. You know I care about the Glass City.
I know. It is the intrusive thoughts that are the worst. So, they need to be rationalized and figure out the other opportunities. I just needed context, and I thought I could hold out longer without the context. That's why I said it didn't matter. And then it started mattering a lot, all of a sudden. My apologies for making a scene. Deepest apologies, Lady Sarah.
Oh, please. I've had a harder reaction to other things that are smaller than us. You have to remember, I was the one that was the raging problem child before all this. I was like Aki. Once I figured out how to use my magic. You don't have to apologize to me.
It is a courtesy. I do my best.
No hard feelings here. You take it easy. If there's anything I can help, just let me know.
I guess talk to Jal and settle things on Julian's behalf now. First things foremost. Talk with Tawny, get that meeting set up.
Yeah. By the way, apparently, from what Julian said, he didn't mean to not show up. He quite literally had medical reasons why he couldn't go. He just didn't tell them, and he was too stressed to talk to them. But that's why I want to go and talk to John Gwydion if I can. Unless you think that's a bad idea.
No, not at all. John is very reasonable. Very reasonable. It's just being professional about it, set a time and place.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be talking to Gwydion probably soon because the Nabora thing.
That will certainly be something.
Yeah. I just hope I don't miss anything out. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
You're
I don't care less about
attending.
anything else that happens. I'm going, yeah, I have to.
Very well.
Do you think I was just gonna sit by and not do anything?
Well, no, it made it sound like you couldn't do anything. You had no, it sounded like you didn't have an out to go to. Like you didn't know you were going.
I'm just hesitant, that's all. And before anything, no, it's not because I'm fighting my own people. Because I know a lot of people are asking about that. No.
Wasn't on my mind. But I understand what you're getting at.
I just don't want to turn it down, that's all.
Stay safe long enough. That's all that matters. It's the right time and the right place for everything. I always say that. You just need to last until the right time, and you will be rewarded. Remember that. Perseverance.
Okay. I will.
I will make sure you see that reward personally. Take that as you will.
Thanks. You know? Thanks for my first, semi-political talk. In a way.
Ooh. Lovely. Now I'm looking at which titles I still hold. Let's see. Head of Dominion R&D, Scrivener.
Oh, I had so many questions about that stuff, actually. Actually, am I able to ask that now? Is that, like, a weird thing to ask about your stuff, or
Let's
is
walk and talk, Lady Zodi. Let's walk and talk business.
Business. Okay.
Business schmizness.
I think one of the biggest things is just, from what I'm told, is that you guys aren't with Durant, right? That's like a whole completely different thing, and you guys are doing your own shit, right?
The inquisitorial branch of the Dominion was given equal standing to the Emperor Durant himself, so they had equal decision-making on matters. The inquisitorial branch was made to deal with solutions or issues that the normal man couldn't survive or deal with themselves, the average soldier. Those issues being aberrations, celestials, phase, daedra, umbral. That's what we deal with.
Makes sense.
We figure out what's right for the people, and we execute that with precision. You're all trained to the best. And the best we're originally picking. As far as I'm aware, most of the inquisitorial branch is from the 42nd Division, when we were still military compounds. Well, mercenary compounds. 42nd Red Hand. That's where I was signed up.
I remember reading that in a book somewhere.
You probably saw one of my posters.
Maybe.
Where I would write down notes and slap them on the boards. Make public posts of adventures. Mr. Vanderlin's promotion. Better times back then. But then, as of
In that
recent,
case-
things spiral, words are said, things happen that nobody takes into account or the past. It's all black and white.
No. I guess not anymore.
Not
If that was the
anymore.
case, I definitely would not be here.
I've told many people my rants, you partially included. It's been a while, I have forgotten.
How's your sending stuff?
It is doing well. I am needing to prepare for something tomorrow.
Interesting.
Gotta pack warm.
Yeah. So, I'm curious then, because well, I should say when Glass City wants to help, because obviously we do, with almost everything, because we apparently can't keep our noses out of people's business.
No, apparently we cannot.
Yeah. Does Jal and Gwydion even want our help? Especially if, well, Julian is quite literally not allowed to help in a way.
If you are successful in retaking Navarro, Jal's adoptive daughter, I am sure you'll be able to have talks with him.
Okay.
There is no hiding the words. You are going to need to rebuild what Julian has broken through negligence.
Oh, I know.
But Jal respects my opinion and things. So if willing, I will put in a word for you.
Don't do it for me. Only if you want to be honest about what you feel. Only do that. Don't
Words are honest, but nah. It's not that I don't trust your competency. You just have the time to build people up with your fellow competency as a group. Meaning, surround yourself with like-minded individuals that you know will follow along, be polite, courteous, and not, what was it again? Sick a tiger on the Crown Prince.
Yeah.
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 Now, more specifically, if you're talking about the Glass City helping the Inquisition, is that what you're leaning towards?
Well,
or something else?
It's more like if you were to ask us for help, we just want to make sure that it's not helping, someone that's trying to, I don't know, destroy the world or anything like that. It just depends. Obviously, they don't know.
But also.
The Inquisitions have their extreme moments, I will not lie. We have done things that could be seen as potentially immoral.
Join the club.
There is a hole in the Feywilds that has not healed. We did that for a reason, but I can't really disclose that.
Fair.
I am still but an acolyte. I have a long way to go. But those that are in charge of the Inquisition are High Inquisitor Ward and Ja.
Right.
Those are who you would talk to for more of that. Because I can give my own opinion. I'm not in charge.
What's your opinion?
I can give my opinion of, it sounds like a good idea. We'll use your help. But I can't really finalize that decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take competent people like you, Sylvie, any day. Real people, as I said on that mountain. People that understand, see past the clouds, and see how the world is falling apart around us. And are not as content to smile and wave. People that understand the struggles of the day-to-day and are fully understanding on how to make a better change. The blood of those we seek to protect, and the gold we are given our efforts. In the right place, yes. I'm certain, when given time to talk, you can come to an amenable agreement with Jarl. And if I am there when the talks are had, I can give a word to Jarl's ear. My inputs, actively and not predetermined. So I hope you make a pretty good damn statement while I'm in earshot.
I will do my best. Like I said, honestly, I just want to know. I just want to know who's trying to destroy the world and who isn't.
Sevenson, the Ambrose.
I'm assuming you guys don't like the Umbros anyways, right?
That is a very complicated thing to answer. It needs to be talked about in more of a private setting. I'm sure you can understand as a representative of your faction. But it is something that can, in fact, be talked upon. Just in a right place. With just 2 sets of ears. If you are willing.
Of course.
If you have a place in mind, that would do well, but I also have one in mind too.
Understood. Call me back if you need.
Are you up for some minor teleportation, Sylvie? We'll still be in the Glass City limits.
Sure. First day in the job, why not?
We're going to teleport to a nice place that she found. We can't really get there by average means save for teleportation, unless you can fly.
No. Haven't learned that yet.
Wonderful. See that jug?
Mm-hmm.
Teleportation.
No way. Well, okay.
Nameplate's on and follow me. And you and Oxwood appear here, in a dry spot between the spout of the ever-pouring jug of water.
Oh, okay. This is a fun spot to be in.
Nice, cozy, and isolated.
See that? Good view.
Amazing view. Now, back to the question at hand. Would you like to repeat it again for the class?
Are you guys... You guys aren't working with the Umbrella, are you?
Now I get to tell you a story I tell time and time again. A story of a poor soul. Ran the Tempest Knight. One of Tempest's veterans, a generation prior to now, I believe. Almost served his 200-year contract. Came in when Tempest came in. I believe it all started when Duran took a contract to hold on to a demon. A Oni, I believe it was. To keep it held until it could be properly dealt with. He did his best. Over time, it kept getting worse, though. Nobody helped him, and he kept getting worse. Eventually, he left the Tempest Knights and a mercenaries company, the Dominion. Simple enough to do jobs and make coin. Saw a different path. He made contracts with Aether and Redwall that they would safeguard them in case of an Umbral attack. They were on the front lines when the Beastmen came to the shores of Redwall, Umbral at their backs. They were there. People say they weren't. They were there. Time and time again, needless issues would arise with the Dominion Company. The Archmage of Creation himself permitting the Dominion to share the building with the Healers Guild before renovations were made to Redwall. And the guard captain at the time, Steele the bastard, forced them out of the building. Having to wait, lose resources, and overall have a massive hit to the reputation within Redwall. This would continue to go on, receiving negative reputation, until the contract were being severed, and Minion, for a time, was alone. Isolated. They had spent so long helping everybody else. And then, in the end, they had no one to help them. Duran is sick. He is very sick. I am under the firm belief in the moments of weakness he had, nobody was there to help or console him. Something took notice. Something none of us can understand. Only needs to be one person of power, Sylvie. Only one. Ever since then, things have changed rapidly. Different goals, different approaches, different noticeable changes. And then there was the attack on the City of the Sun. Pilgrimage sites, the Paladins of Light. There, a sight unseen for all of eternity. Mortals and constructs of Umbral fighting side by side. So I say again, the answer to your question is complicated.
Sounds like it.
Duran is sick, and nobody seeks to cure him. They only seek his death. No matter what, I will remember he was a good man. I just hope people can remember that. And maybe have the courage to just spend a little more effort. She was there on the City of the Sun. She did her best to mitigate casualties on either side. The weirdest thing she acknowledged is they would listen to her. The Umbral constructs. I've checked time and time again. She is not corrupted by any means. Men on the field were. They were corrupted, some of them. Hell, if reports are to be believed, some Dominion troops have been witnessed to be transported by Rift Weavers. Mass gates. There's always been one thing that I hold dear to the college. It is a simple saying. To look into the Umbral Sea is to look into madness. I hold that close and dear. Part of me says I joined the Inquisition to distance myself from it. To hope that the Inquisition would split off so that I don't have to hold an allegiance. But I hold true to the reason I joined. I was promised a better tomorrow, Sylvie. I always seek that, no matter what. Blood and gold. Blood of those we seek to protect and the gold given for our efforts. There's many ways you can look at the simplified version, and you've heard mine. I hope that answers your question.
It does. Thank you for telling me.
Of course. It is a woeful tale, for sure.
Does that mean Guato or Draw and Gwydion or trying to find something to help him?
I don't know what's going on, so that is royal affairs, and I am but an inquisitor, an acolyte. They are, even if they walk amongst us, accolades and echelons above us in status, in their own ways. What they talk about there is what they talk about there, and I have not heard it. I know that they don't agree, at least. You wish to hear a story that nobody knows about.
Sure.
This is the story. Well, the elemental plane of air was subjugated. The Great Gate, the elemental plane of air, laid siege on an exploit of materials and expansion, ruled by a wonderful man known as Lord Song, painter, a poet, and an emperor who held the gate. Dominion forces came upon that keep for several weeks until it took too long. and Duran, with his personal entourage, took siege to its peace personally. Fighting generals hand by hand, one at a time. Fighting and fighting and fighting. Eventually getting to Lord Song. It was an eye-opening fight for me. There was something about Lord Song what got me into understanding and hating patrons with such a passion. The Shogun of Ink, black as night. Some sort of deal struck between them and Song. And it transformed the man into a beast of ink and paint. That man is dead now. This story lives on. I made sure of it. An excerpt of a haiku in a painting he made. Have you ever seen or heard wind of a singular boy, a straw hat, a tea merchant, that wanders around and teals? A strange one.
I think so. I think I've seen him.
He is from where we destroy. Well, we didn't destroy everything. The farmlands are still there. Food is food. I personally had no part in it, but perhaps it's something I want to get off my chest. I lied to Julian. I've lied to his face about it. It was a rogue lord that was halting trade. They've been replaced with a proper representative. It was very easy to tell that lie then. Not as much now. I don't know if I'm a good man anymore, Sylvie. If I'm a man at all anymore. I've changed. I've changed a lot. Over and over since the day I lost part of my soul to now. I've experienced hardships I never would have thought. Changes, leaps and bounds. I'm just going day by day now. Because I don't know what I have left. Maybe sometimes I have a lapse. And I realize I'm fine if this is it. If this is how it ends. I have lapses. In self-preservation. Something I shouldn't, but it happens sometimes, I've noticed. My mind, it's stable, I know for sure, but it is just hard to fully keep.
To say thank you. Just wanted to say thank you again, Atra, for being there for me both in and out of character. I do appreciate it.
I got you.
I think you deserve.
Just figure you deserve that before you go. Okay, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a great time. Don't stay up too late, okay? Bye. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Rest well.
Controlled mood swings, I guess. I don't know what to say about it. It just happened. The definition switches because my mind doesn't know what it is. It's whatever I think fits at the time. Hell, I have to talk so slowly because I'm hearing everything 3 times over, Sylvie. Different versions of this conversation playing at once. Because I'm this now. Foresight potions are a very useful thing. Blessing and a boon that I've taking them in microdoses into my bloodstream. It's definitely left me a little bit addled. I think that's a good word for it. Addled. Disturbed in some moments. It comes out when I'm stressed or tired. When I lose focus. I'm always wung up like a spring, figuring out the ways you could kill me, one at a time. Thoughts that would never come to the surface originally, now a necessity. It's always the weirdest thing. Being a soulmate, people would always ask me, Nox, can you mess with souls? Nox, can you see these souls? Nox, do you know soul sight? Nox, look at this soul. Nox, do you know this? Nox, 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 Nox. It's the one thing that I never learned, which was to mess with souls. And it's with the recent events of my passing, which has costed me parts of me. And maybe it's an awakening of myself. Maybe it's something I've always had, but just needed the right infernal touch to understand or see, or comprehend. Now I have an understanding that I don't understand, so very small. And if I look at you close enough, I can see. And understand what I don't understand. Does that make sense? See you.
Yeah.
I look at some people, and I see what they are. I see the pain they hold, the damage. I just see you trying to do your best. Maybe it's some sort of soul-related empathy. Or something of a unique understanding of how the soul represents your state of emotion. I don't know. I just know that I see it. But I don't know how or why. Save for conclusions. I don't quite know what I am anymore. Honestly, I'm scared now. I'm terrified. I don't have time to be terrified or scared. I have to stay strong and keep fixing people's mistakes. Time and time again. I am real. And you are real. Maybe this is why I like you so much. I care for you so much. That you reminded me of a younger me, as all those storybooks go. Main reasons for two characters to get an understanding. You remind me of me when I was young. Classic trope. I care for you. Bottom line of it. I've said it again and again, but I care. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna kill me first. My beliefs or my illness. I drew life's unlucky lottery, yet here I stand. Through sheer spiked and magical prowess. And I'm quite tired, Sylvie. I've grown weak over years. I've lost chunks of myself. My soul, it's broken. I know it's broken. Part of it is gone. And I know where it is. I'll have no hope of getting it back. And I know that. I've reached an acceptance, maybe. I can say to myself, but I can say to you, to say that it'll be fine. Go one step by the next. An endless march until peace. But when will that be? Because I can't see it. So either way it ends in death, Sylvie. It ends in death. I feel the toll on my back, Sylvie. Time and time again, I feel it. And I need to... I'm told again and again I need to prioritize myself, but I just can't help myself helping you. Because maybe these words are right, or maybe it's just a sense of self-deprecation. But I think just maybe I care more about you than myself. Maybe it's a coping mechanism. As long as I'm helping someone, I'm still a good man and I have a soul. Because God's no isn't true. I lost part of myself a long time ago. People always say losing a part of your soul, you lose a part of yourself. I never knew what I lost. So I don't know what I'm thinking now.
What do you want to do now?
What I'd want is I'd want to want to see my sister again. That's what I want. I can't have that. I can't have that. She was the first thing I lost. Not to anything special. Not to umbros or wars of any nature, but just pirates trying to sack a coastal city. That was the first thing I lost.
I'm sorry, Nox.
It's been a long time since I thought about her. Still hurts as much as the first day. I hope I'm not trying to force you to pity me subconsciously. I'd never forgive myself.
Oh, please. I did want to know about you and what your thoughts were. This is more than enough.
I'm here to answer any questions you need. Glad I could help.
I think you've been through enough talking today. You've opened up so much. You don't have to worry about it.
Life story, I suppose. It is so surreal. When I first saw you, you were nothing more than a name. A name in a report, a hero in a storybook. To me. I would simply sit in a building, document ventures, public events. I'd root, I'd cheer, I'd cry. Then I got out to see you myself, all of you. I knew you. I knew all of you. I've seen them die. I've seen them live. It's very surreal what I heard recently. Do you know about Beryl? The Hemomancer?
No.
Do you at least know them? In any manner?
Maybe just in passing.
They've been around for a while, but supposedly they have some notion in their head that in 3 days they will expire. And they're writing a biography. I do not know why. I could not begin to understand why. I, as heartless as it seems, have no connection to them, so I have no reason to care. I do not mourn for them. I give my condolences and I move on. But then I'm reminded how unfair the world is. How I, on a sheer hypothetical, if I played my cards right, could see you to your end. In a sense, supposedly I am half of a daemon, or whatever the term is. If I play my cards right and I hate how you have this set up. I need to do something. I need to do something very specific. But whenever I try to explain to someone what I need to do, I can't remember what I need to do. But I know what I'm talking about. With the context of what I've given you about myself, I found a way I can't explain it. I need to pay off my taxes of transit. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I have transitioned from this mortal coil twice. And honest to any god that listens, Sylvie, I do not know if there is a third time. Sometimes I snap back into it and I ask myself, what am I doing? I'm going to die for this cause. I'm pushing myself too hard. Why didn't I care if I'm so worried that maybe I won't come back again? And then I try. I try to look for the positive side. I think of you. I think of Ava. I think of my princes. I try to think about all the positive people I've met. And then there is a plague in my mind that I do not understand, that I always think back to in the very end. A no-name man by the name of John. Everybody knows John. The John Doe. Hero of Morgan Le Fay, original magistrate of Aether. Stayed along to the day. Enemy number 1 of the Dominion. I thought for the longest time he was just a human. Until I saw with my very eyes the day Sephirim wings sprouted from his back. And then I knew that he was no man, for he was an angel. He should not be here. And I don't know why he is, and that bothers me. This has been a personal turmoil I deal with in the background. It does not affect my work in any way, so I don't talk with anyone about it. There's just a fundamental ache in my being when I am near him, or any paladins. It is like an unnatural warmth in my chest that makes me nauseous. I guess it's just because of what I am. Perhaps fates are just preordained. My fate is just something I can't even comprehend yet. But for now, I look at things through a twisted lens and see how I've affected things. How I've left my mark. How I've messed with you. Put you on a better path. How I've done things I regret. How I've seen things through. Can I tell you one more thing?
Chris.
All I ask is you don't be mad.
Sure.
I almost killed Lazuli. I lost myself. That is when the anger took over. When I saw how much stress that she had put on you, how she could have been the end of my best friend. And I just couldn't hold it back any longer. I just couldn't.
Why didn't you?
Because people I cared about were in the way. Maybe I just wanted her to swing at me first. From what I had seen, she was so psychotic. What she would make that could hurt people. How she acted around certain individuals. How she played on certain topics. But all I saw from that girl that day was someone who was just scared. And I couldn't believe what I was thinking. This has to be some sort of trick. And then I learned about the clones. And all of that. And how she might be a Leviathan hunter now, at least one of her bodies. Because there's more than one. Surprise, surprise. I was just a merchant at a young age selling spices and silks. Bought a small coastal town named Apothos. And it all started when a little spark came out of my hand. And I learned I had magic. And the college took me in. And it all spiraled from there. The morals and ethics, I guess, now. To see if I outlive all of you, maybe, I don't know. My reason for living shifts every day. I guess it's just my nature. being a descendant from the chaotic planes. I just can't make up my mind.
Nox,
Yes, Sylvie.
do you think I'm a good person?
You've asked me that question before. I'll still say yes. You're much better than me.
Did I tell you about Loom yet?
Lumina?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. Anything specific?
You shouldn't feel bad about wanting to kill Leslie. I almost did it myself.
I would have helped you.
I know. But what makes it worse is I went further to kill Loom than Leslie.
You got to know we were
There's a
alone
reason.
actually today.
Yeah.
We were waiting for you to get done with Vander's conversation.
Sorry.
We were just fishing on the dock. I asked her about how she came here. About her eye and her voice. Just tried to get to know her better because she hangs around you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it seems you made up, so that's what matters, right?
Kind of. There's a reason why I don't trust Red anymore. At least not fully. I used to trust him a lot. Same way with you. Obviously, you more now. But
I am flattered.
one day, I get teleported or moved or whatever to some weird flesh world thing. You know me with mind stuff. In a way, Loom gets threatened by something. I don't exactly know what it is. I get teleported back to Aether, awake, not sleeping, so we knew that it wasn't a dream. I couldn't handle it, I ran off. Panicked at Julian, and then I told him I didn't even know what I saw. I thought it was a nightmare, it turns out it wasn't. And then I couldn't tell him anything else because I didn't know what it was. A few hours later, Red comes by, panicked, has another person with him. I think he had someone else too, I can't remember. He starts rambling about if Lumina stays alive, everyone will die. Everyone. He said, Richter will die, Julian will die, everyone. He just kept going and going and going, and whoever his friend was said the same thing. They were both pretty adamant and saying it over and over and over and over and over again. And then something else appeared and I started to freak out more. I felt like I got pushed into a wall.
So this, I believe, maybe this has to do with the whole Zeke thing of the past. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ah. Was it you who took her eye?
No. I almost let someone else kill her though. Because I said yes. But Honestly, I didn't know what the fuck I was saying yes to. Rift and Loom end up walking by shortly after I said yes. I'm crying a blubbering mess. Rift goes over and says, "Can I help? I'm crying. I'm not even gonna ask what's happening. You can tell me. If not, that's okay. I trust you." Bad time to say. I tell him I just need a break from Aether again. Same way I did with Hummel. And then I asked, "Can I take Loom with me?" "Yeah, sure." He leaves. I take Loom to random forest that I knew about. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Out there just shortly walking around. Those other two people that was with Red, two of them. Loom. Loom was able to fight them off for the most part. Someone else came over to help Loom. They beat the shit out of me. Beat the shit out of Red. Red was, I think, almost dead. I was able to get him back to the Nexus. Around the red wall. He was getting treated. I panicked. Ran away. Then I didn't see Red for, what, a month? Maybe. He just suddenly disappeared. I didn't know where he went after that. And I find out he has a pirate ship and a crew and everything, and I don't think he fully realized how much I don't like him.
I don't think I'll ever know him personally. He left that life behind him, I think. Now here he is, sailing at the edge of the Nexus Junction.
The problem is he knows about Loom's situation more than anybody else. And now I can't trust him. I don't know what to do.
I can tell you he's very busy with something else right now. He doesn't have time to care.
Is it worth it? Apparently.
It's worth it.
Every time I see him now, I tell him what I fist fight him. He doesn't understand why, though. At least, that's what he likes to tell me. I don't know if he's just doing it for himself or trying to make fun of the situation. I don't know.
Well, he does have a patron that is a clown demon. That might have something to do with it.
Maybe. I think I knew about that already.
Onculus Clowner or something.
Yep. I think I was... Yeah, I think I was around the first time that he, was talking about all the stuff that that thing was doing. Is it weird I still kind of consider him and you like older brothers in a way?
Well, that's the first time hearing of it.
Yeah. think you guys were the main reason why I knew that Dominion stuff was way more complicated than what everybody else was saying.
I was initially PR. If you can believe it.
Yeah.
Public relations. Looks like we've come full circle. Red had a very unique point of view I hold dear to my heart. Aether is where heroes are made. And the Dominion is the villain of this story. The best we can do is make them hesitate. I hold those words very dear. This is why I always make people second guess themselves. Make them think again. Why I hate self-perceived heroes, I guess.
I don't think I'll ever see myself as one.
We are, now, one good word that will always be true for you and me. We are real, Sylvie. I think that's what matters most. How about we be real for another day?
Oh, you don't like talking to me that much? I'll see. Thank you for opening up.
We'll see if it bites me, I guess. One of the moments where I don't care.
Well, if it does, you know where I am. You quite literally know where I live.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
I can guarantee you do.
That's another one of the things I pride myself in. Making people think I know everything. Then they'll just tell me things. It's honest to everything. I've forgotten. I'd say I'm only human, but
you're closer than a lot of other people.
I think the word you're looking for is I'm more humane.
Something like that.
Not like that. A bit of anti-gravity here, getting caught in the current. And I'm sinking slowly.
I'll see you around next.
Why aren't you gonna come with? I gotta get you down.
I can get down myself. I'm gonna stay here for a little while longer.
Ah. Alright, then I'll throw that plan aside. I gotta get it back up here. I was gonna be all theatric about this, but if we're gonna stay up here. It is next time, so if you remember.
Oh.
Next time, remember?
Yeah.
And yes, this time, it is deserved. Alright.
You better let me know if I can help with anything else. I'm serious.
If you want to help me, survive till extract tomorrow. I will see you and pick you up from your heist. Congratulations.